All right, guys, we got delayed a little bit, but we haven't missed anything besides Darnay Holmes being a bad player. Calls through a screen, and the Giants defense is on it. The Giants defense is on it. Glad to see we already got 4 people in here. Started off a little bit late, but again, we didn't miss anything besides Darnay Holmes, giving them a free set of downs. Other than that, the Giants defense is playing well, and I mean, they should be playing well with who we're going against. They should be playing well. Second and 9 coming up. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat, too. I just realized January 1st. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat. Looks like we're back on third down with them. Thibodeau had that nice play to start it off. Dexter Lawrence just had a nice play here. I don't know if Dex is leaving the field if he's hurt. It looks like he's lining back up. Perfect. 3rd and 6, we're going to unleash the dogs. The blitz is coming in. Nick Foles, man coverage across the board. We're not hiding it at all. I don't think McKinney's on the field. Blitz is coming slowly. Took a shot, and McKinney was on the field, and there's no flags this time. They'll punt it back to us. They will punt it back to us. Another game I'm watching, people, is going to be the Vikings and Packers game. And I'm not going to be like throwing it up on my screen or anything. But another game I'm keeping an eye on as far as the box score. And I don't even know if that's going on right now. But I'm in a fantasy championship, and I decided to start Kirk Cousins over Daniel Jones for my fantasy Super Bowl. Hopefully I don't regret it. But it doesn't look like they even play in this time slot. And we're going to fair catch that. Richie James, clean fair catch. The Giants are going to start off at around the 20. So let's see. When do the Vikings and Packers play? They play at 4:25, so I don't have to worry about them while we're watching this game. So far, the Giants have given up probably 7 total yards, 1 passing yard, 6 rushing yards. A first down was given up due to a penalty. Other than that, pretty much we had a 3. Pretty much it was a 3 and out. What's going on, Max? Joe Smo, what's going on with you too? How do I feel about the multi-year? I haven't gotten to read that report. I've been running around so much the last couple of hours. Let's see. I saw that pop up, but I wasn't sure like what the details on that were. All I saw was New York wants to bring back quarterback and running back. They're working out long-term deals for both. I don't know what long-term means. I've always been saying pretty much, when we started off 6-1, I pretty much have been saying that I think we should come out and offer DJ a 3-year deal where you can get out of it after 1 or 2 years. That means that if you do draft a quarterback this year, or if you go out and get a quarterback this year or next year, you can get out of that. Let's say you draft a quarterback this upcoming draft and you extend Daniel Jones. Let's say you do that. So you have that quarterback to sit for a year, and then you have Daniel Jones, who you can get out of his deal the year after that. So as long as it's like a 3-year deal, I don't think they're going to give him a 4 or 5-year deal. That's just a little bit too long term for me, but 3 years works for me. You can get out after 1 or 2 years, especially if you really front load it. You put most of his money in this first year, you can get out of it. I really hope that this isn't true. I really hope that it's not because of ownership, because they said that they were going to give this GM carte blanche, meaning he can do whatever he wants. So if Joe Shane wants to go and get another guy, please go out and get another guy. We do not need ownership meddling. We don't need it. But yeah, hopefully that's not real. I do not want ownership. Oh, that was a West Steinberg thing. Okay. That's all I need to know. Joe, it seems like that report came from Wes Steinberg, and that dude stinks. I mean, he doesn't stink, but DJ looked like he almost threw an interception. I didn't mean to say stinks. That dude is a parody page. He doesn't put out anything that's true. Evan Neal is getting whooped off the bat. I'm not sure who they're lining up over top of over top of Evan Neal, but he's getting whooped. He got whooped that first play anyway. 2nd and 10. This will probably be another drop back, which it is. Shotgun. DJ has time. He fires it to Richie James, who's going to go down. It looked like he almost lost the ball. The way this game is starting off, it's just the way that DJ's firing this ball, it looks like they're kind of coming out with that same sort of game plan as last week as far as getting the ball in these receivers' hands. And Richie James got laid out. I'm glad he didn't drop that ball. Richie James has a 78% reception percentage. It's pretty good. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon is going to get about 1.5, 2 yards. The Colts saw it coming. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that ownership isn't going to – I mean, they have to have learned their lesson. They have to have learned their lesson. Let's see who they have lined up. I missed it, who they had lined over Evan Neal. Because I know they're missing a pass rusher. They're missing Jonathan Taylor, and they're missing their quarterback. Well, they benched their quarterback. 2nd and 8. DJ back there again, firing with confidence. Richie James again. Richie James is going to try to reverse field and get a first down, and he's a yard short. That was a nice play by that DB to not let him reverse field and pick up that first down, because I was sure he was going to get it. Nice play by 31 to come up and make that stop. So the Giants will be in a 3rd and 1. Looks like 31 got hurt making that tackle, though. But the Giants are back in a 3rd and 1. And they're going to sneak it and pick that up easily. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep it moving. Giants are moving the ball very well. I think the Giants outclass this team, and I think we should win this game. So let's handle business today. Let's handle business today. We win this game, we're in. We win this game, we're in. So let's not play any games today. Richie James has been solid, man. I mean, 78% completion is really good. It's really good. He's had a couple of big mistakes, but it's really good. It's not to say like he's one of the top slot guys in the league, but I wish Saquon would have dropped that screenplay, because that play got blown up. If I'm Saquon, I drop that. I just go ahead and eat that and just drop that pass. 2nd and 13 coming up. The Giants are behind the sticks for the first time, back in the shotgun. You got to think this will probably be some kind of RPO, or it's just regular shotgun. Hit Breida, and Breida had some space and he falls out of bounds. If Breida had been able to keep his balance, he would be running right now. He would still be running. Isaiah Pacheco for the Chiefs scores. I swear, I mean, I don't remember that dude getting drafted. I don't remember anything about him, but he just ended up on the Chiefs, and he's scoring. 3rd and 6. DJ is 4 for 5 for 28 so far. Back in the shotgun. He's firing. And it looked like it was a miscommunication between him and Isaiah Hodgins, because that ball almost got intercepted. Hodgins stopped on that route. Let's see what happened there. Yeah, Hodgins just stopped on that route. And it's not to say it's Hodgins' fault. It's just a miscommunication. Oh, Hodgins just didn't see the ball. He just didn't see the ball because of the sign. Wow. All right, so the Colts have forced a stop, And you got it. Come on, man. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. I think that was Marcus Johnson or whoever that was, but they just they did such a horrible job of making sure that ball got down inside the 5. Yeah, that sun it definitely looks like it's causing issues, but it is what it is. They gotta make something happen. Hodgins probably couldn't see it, but the DB probably couldn't see it. That's why it didn't get intercepted. But come on, like we got to win this game. We can't blame the sun if we lose to the Colts because they're going to have the sun against them in the second quarter or wherever they are on the field. Yeah, you want them to run the ball, but passing has worked. I mean, it worked a couple of plays. I mean, we'll see. It worked. It's just the sun kind of slowed them down right there. But if we can run it, then sure, run it all day. The one time we ran, I mean, we got 2 yards. So let's get out of commercial, man. Let's get out of commercial, man. I'm trying to keep this going. All right, out of commercial. Again, happy new year to everybody in the chat. Welcome to 2023. In the 2023, the Giants need to go undefeated in 2023. Go undefeated in 2023. I'll be really happy. I'll be really happy if we go undefeated in 2023. Colts starting off at the 20. Handoff, and Thibodeau's there to clean that up. But whoever was lined up beside Thibodeau gave up a lot of push, and they ended up getting about 4 yards right there. Second and 5 coming up for the Colts. You do not want teams in second and 5s, second and 4s. You don't want that. And we're giving up the run again. I mean, these linebackers are so bad. Linebackers are so bad. We cannot allow this team to run the ball. If we allow them to run the ball, it only makes Foles comfortable. And you know what happens when Foles gets comfortable? As my Sunday Ticket app quits. I mean, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until NFL Sunday Ticket is on YouTube. They already bought it. I can't wait because it's just been a mess. And then there's a holding penalty. I see it coming up on my phone, but Sunday Tickets app is such a joke. It's such a joke. Like it's quitting. It doesn't show games. Sometimes it'll show you that a game is blacked out. Like I live in Georgia, and the Falcons game is supposed to be blacked out, and they don't black that out. And you can see that even though it's on regular TV, but you can't see games that you're supposed to be able to see. So I can't wait until YouTube gets Sunday Ticket and they fix it. And Nick Foles is taking off on 1st and 20. He picks up 8. I don't think the Colts have completed a pass yet over a yard. They completely left that middle of the field open, and that's what happens. 2nd and 12. Foles handing it off again. They got more space. That's a decent tackle by Jalen Smith, who's celebrating like he just won the Super Bowl. I mean, you still gave up 3 or 4 yards on that play. Meanwhile, Jacksonville is continuing on their tear. Glad to see Jermichael Hasty got that touchdown instead of Etienne, because I'm playing against Etienne in fantasy in my fantasy championship. So glad to see Hasty got that touchdown. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Colts. You're saying shake my head. So I guess they convert this 3rd and 8. I guess they converted 3rd and 8. Blitz coming all day to throw it, though. Foles is taking a shot. And Pittman or Campbell, Moss is 2 people, 40 yards downfield. And to all the people that said if McKinney was in the game, this would never happen. Well, guess what? McKinney just got Moss. McKinney should have went for the swat right there. The Giants sent 5 guys, and the blitz did not come through at all. It was picked up perfectly. He had all day to throw it, and that's what happens. When they pick up a blitz that easily, it's just Giants defense got to stand up here, though, on in the red zone. We got to stand up. We cannot give up a touchdown. That was a false start. They didn't call it. Running back has time. He's going to continue to break tackles and pick up 3.5. Yeah, Max. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But 2nd and 7. The Colts have had no touchdowns in their last 25 possessions. No touchdowns in their last 25 possessions. 2nd and 7. 51% red zone percentage, worse than the league. They're running it. And they pick up about 3.5. 3rd down coming up. If the Giants defense can get off the field here, this is a win. You don't want to give up that long completion like we did, but if we can just leave this drive with a field goal, go down this field and score a touchdown, we're back in control. Because I don't think we end up punting without the help of the sun. Not to say like, oh, we're making excuses, but I think once we get this ball back, we'll go right down the field. 3rd and 5. Let's unleash the dogs. Let's see. Foles is going to dump this off. We got to stop them from getting to the 1st down marker, and he's a yard short. Yard short. He was motioning like he was going to pick that up, but he was definitely a yard short. Let's see if they'll go for it. Bad throw by Foles. Late throw by Foles. And I think they're going to go for it. What do they have to lose? What do they have to lose? 4th and 1 for the Colts coming up. This is a long 1 yard. And there's a timeout that gets called. Colts take a timeout. And it looks like the field goal unit is coming out. Looks like the field goal unit's coming out. Yeah, I think they hired Reggie Wayne this year. All right. So McLaughlin is their kicker. He is going to line this up. This is a 23-yard attempt. I'm expecting him to make this. This is only 23 yards, and it'll go right through. Almost no way you can miss that. I can make that kick. All right, so it's 3-0 for the Colts. So far, the Giants' offense has looked pretty good. Besides that bad screenplay to Saquon Barkley and Isaiah Hodgins not being able to locate the ball in the sun. Other than that, the Giants' offense has looked good. Receivers are getting open. DJ's been hitting guys. Evan Neal is still a problem, but let's hope that we can get this back and go down the field and score a touchdown. We'll see. I mean, this has to factor in to Daniel Jones getting that multi-year deal. I mean, if he shows up today, and it doesn't have to be on the stat sheet, but if he shows up and does his thing, what he's supposed to do to win this game, that's something that you remember as a GM. And that's not even saying like the Colts are some like daunting test, but if he shows up today, I think that's something that you definitely remember. Season on the line, winning you're in. If you win, I mean that's bragging rights when you go to talk that money. As always, I'm going to take a look at Twitter, see what's going on in the Twitter land. Always some entertaining stuff over there. People are talking about the multi-year deals. People are saying they're hungover from New Year's. Let's see. Not much. For some reason, Twitter, I don't know why Twitter did this, but for some reason, they're showing me tweets from like hours and hours ago when I know people have tweeted. People have tweeted since then. So let's see. We got to get points on the board here. Time to wake up. Pathetic. If we had good, that's Washington. All right. Nothing crazy on Twitter for now. Yeah, we just need a win. We're in. That's all we need is just one win. We're in. Okay, Brightwell's going to get this at the 11. He's going to take this back. Please get past the 25. And he's going to go down at, looks like, the 27 and a half. So, I mean, right here, we got to get in the end zone. It's not like we need to. We can win this game 10-3. We can win this game 17-10 easily. But let's, for once, just put our foot on somebody's throat and go out and win this game. Yeah, they came out and started to, but it's just like if you know your offense isn't that good and the other team's offense isn't really that good, what's the point of it? Take the 3 points. Take every single point you can get. Toss to Saquon. Saquon bubbles a little bit. He's got space. He's going to drop his shoulder. He's going to pick up 5 yards right there. It looks like it. And if the Giants can get 5 a clip, I run this ball all day. I mix in Breida, mix in Brightwell. I run this ball all day if we can get 5 a clip. 8 giveaways for the Giants for Daniel Jones this year. 18 touchdowns, 66 completion percentage. Obviously, a much better winning percentage they're showing on the screen. 2nd and 5 coming up. This is another handoff to Breida, who's got a space up the middle of the field, and I thought he might be gone for a second because of that speed. But a nice 6-7 yard run right there to pick up a first down. I think the Giants can win this game running the ball. I really think we can. I think if we can get any sort of running game consistently going, that play action is going to get a lot of big plays happening for us. Back in the shotgun. Another handoff, and Saquon jumps over a guy, jumps between two people, kind of split the defense and picked up 5. It looks like 5. At least 4, yeah, another 5. That was a nice run by Saquon that people won't remember, but there were two guys like sandwiched this close together, and Saquon kind of just jumped between those two and ended up picking up 5. So that's a 5-yard run, a 7-yard run, and a 5-yard run the last 3 games. Back in the shotgun, straight drop back. DJ's got time. He's going to take off and run. He's got to hold on to the ball, and he's going to pick up a first down. That referee gave a horrible spot. That referee gave a very bad spot. That was obviously a first down. Obviously a first down. I don't know if they're going to give it to him, but he spun forward clearly past the first down marker. Did they give him a 3rd and 1? Really? Okay, 1st and 10. Okay. I was gonna be pissed if they made that a 3rd and 1. So the Giants will go into the second quarter. Again, I mean, I think we haven't scored in the first quarter for like 5 weeks, and we'll continue that. But the offense is moving. Let's see. All right, let me take a look at what's going on around the league. We got Chicago up 10-7. And by the way, let's also keep an eye on the Giants playoff scenario. As far as even if they don't win this game, how can they clinch one? So for us to lose this game and still win, we need a Seattle loss and Washington loss. So right now we have the Seahawks haven't played. Washington is down 3-0. Another scenario where we could clinch is if Seattle loses, Detroit loses, and Green Bay loses, which Seattle hasn't played yet. Green Bay hasn't played yet. Detroit is right now losing to the Bears 10-7, but that's a close game. And then the last one will be a Washington loss, Detroit loss, and Green Bay loss. So Green Bay hasn't played yet. But right now, Washington and Detroit are down. So if Washington and Detroit lose this first slate of games and we lose, we're going to be rooting for Green Bay to lose too. So Happy New Year's, Alex. Happy New Year. Again, like I said about a couple of minutes ago, about 15 minutes ago, Happy New Year's to everybody that hasn't heard me say it yet in the chat. January 1st, the Giants got to go undefeated in 2023. Somebody's showing a Pat Leonard screenshot where he said the Giants would go 3-14 this year. That obviously did not happen. All right, back out of commercial. Giants offense is moving right now. 1st and 10. I guess where are we on the field right now? Right across midfield. Another handoff to Saquon, who's got a space, and he's in the open field, and he's going to get tackled out from behind. Saquon was gone for a second. He was gone for a second. He would have been gone. I mean, that cutback was nasty. Got through the initial line of scrimmage and cut back, and he just got dragged down from behind. That's a nice tackle from him because if he doesn't make that tackle, Saquon is probably gone. 4 rushes for 19 yards right now. Over 4 yards to carry. 2nd and 3 coming up after that 7-yard run. Caden Smith is as the fullback. The Giants are going to go back to the run. Hand off to Saquon. He's got space. He's got an open field. He's going to go down at the 21-yard line. The Giants have not thrown it one time this drive. We have not thrown it one time this drive, and we're going right down the field on them. Saquon's going to catch a breather. They'll bring Breida in. A little misdirection. Feliciano took forever to find somebody to block. Not fast enough to be running in front of Saquon. He's just not that guy. Saquon has 1,597 scrimmage yards this season, which is good for fifth in the NFL. Hand off to Breida. Breida's got space, but a nice play by, I think that's DeForest Buckner, not DeForest Buckner, number 51 for the Colts to clean that up because for a second, Breida had a crease. Saquon's coming right back in, 2nd and 9. Giants at the 20-yard line right now. Saquon Barkley's checked back in the game. No passes yet this drive. In the shotgun. First pass for this game. DJ's firing it in the Hodgins, and he's going to be down at the 9-yard line. First down, Giants, 1st and goal, inside the 10-yard line. The Giants offense is humming, like I said, that first drive. We're winning at the line of scrimmage, besides Evan Neal for now. So we should be able to do whatever we want to do. And Hodgins is playing really well. I mean, Hodgins is everything that you wish that Kenny Golladay was. You expected Golladay to be better than what Hodgins is playing like, but the types of plays that Hodgins is making is what you would like to see from Kenny Golladay. Breida gets a handoff, and he's going to pick up 2.5, and he's going to go down right there. This will make this 2nd and goal about, 7 yards to go to get into the end zone. Mike Kafka's calling a pretty solid game so far. I think Saquon's coming back in the game. I'm thinking this will be another handoff to Saquon. Some kind of play to get him the ball in open space or handed it off to him. We'll see. 8th in red zone offense so far this year, which is really good compared to how bad the Giants have been for years. Handoff, pitch to Saquon. He's got space. He's to the edge, and we're going to be down at the 4-yard line. All right. So Daniel Jones, is up to him to get this ball into the end zone with 4 yards out from the end zone. So we're going to have to throw this. We're going to have to throw this. Evan Neal blocked the guy out of bounds after he was tackling Saquon. I haven't seen that. What's the ref saying? Now we got a tripping penalty. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down on Nick Gates. Let's see if there was actually a tripping penalty or if it's a bad call. Either way, I'm not accepting this as an excuse. The Giants got to get in the end zone right here. Get into the end zone right now. Like on this drive, we got to get in the end zone. You can call that tripping. Yes, I guess by the book it's tripping, but Nick Gates he's on the ground. I mean, what do you expect? Is he supposed to get out of the guy's way? 2nd and goal, which gives us another down. The Giants will probably throw this twice or maybe run it first. DJ hits Richie James. Richie James is in the open field, and they're going to drag him out of bounds. So I think he'll be out at the 6. Nice first down play or second down play to respond from that call. We get back 11 after we lost 10. Third and goal, I expect us to throw this into the end zone and score. 3 wide receivers. You got your tight end, Saquon beside him, in the shotgun. 3rd and goal. DJ's got time. He's running. Wide open. Richie James, touchdown Giants. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Richie James with the backflip. I did not know that Richie James had that in his game. I did not know that Richie James had the backflip in his arsenal. I mean, people don't even understand how crazy it is to do a backflip as a grown person. Like over 170 pounds, doing a backflip is already a lot. And then doing a backflip while you got pads on is crazy. But the Giants go up 7-3. This is what I'm looking for from the Giants. And Daniel Jones, for the 2nd time, has a touchdown after he created time, after he created space and got into the end zone. This is what we're looking for from the Giants offense. Richie James was wide open. And again, like I said, this is the second time Daniel Jones in as many weeks has gotten the touchdown because he extended the play. You love to see that, especially when they're talking about contract extensions. All right, let's see. Dak Prescott is on yet another commercial while running forward, too. He didn't bust an ACL. Does Hurts play us next week? I highly doubt that they'll play Jalen Hurts next week. In fact, the Giants and the Eagles may just go out there and if we win this game, the Giants and the Eagles may play some backups. That game might be a snoozer completely. So far DJ has he has a touchdown. So far I'm kind of down on my decision to start Kirk Cousins over him in my fantasy Super Bowl. Hopefully Kirk Cousins goes off too. Not to say that DJ is going off. He only has one touchdown, but hopefully Kirk Cousins does better. I got to check out what's going on with this. Like I said, people, this is my fantasy Super Bowl. I got money on the line. This is not a league where if you come in second place, you get paid. Only the winner. The winner's going to take everything. So let's see. So far, I'm losing by 12 points. That dang Tyreek Hill has 11 points already. Hopefully, this dude doesn't have one of those 4 touchdown games or crazy games. He has a rushing touchdown, 34 receiving yards. Please calm down, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. He has over there too. I need those guys to really calm down. And I got Christian Watson in my lineup who's questionable. Do I need to pick somebody else up? I wonder if I need to pick somebody else up. Because yeah. Right now they're saying that Christian Watson is questionable. All right, so the Giants are kicking this off. Have we seen? No, we've never seen an end zone fade pass. The only thing close to an end zone fade pass has been DJ hitting Benny Fowler, I think, at the back of the end zone when he was a rookie. And that may have been in preseason. But other than that, DJ has never thrown. He just doesn't throw fade routes in the end zone. He doesn't throw fade passes. Richie James having a good game so far. 4 receptions, 40 yards, a touchdown. I don't think he's had any drops or any incompletions this way. So far, having a good day. Screenplay for the Colts. They've got forever to run to. This is ridiculous. And they're going to throw a flag on top of that because the dude stumbled around out of bounds. So we give up a 20-something yard screen, and there's an unnecessary roughness penalty. Let's see. Oh, they're saying it's on now. Holding on the offense. Perfect. Bring it back. I definitely feel bad for Kenny Golladay, too. I mean, he just doesn't have a quarterback that throws him those kinds of passes. He just doesn't have it. So, I mean, he never got that shot. And people keep arguing with me. Yes, he dropped passes, but look, Slayton has dropped more passes than anybody, and we don't bench him every time he drops it. Jalen Smith! What is going on, Jalen Smith? Are you crazy? Oh my God, Jalen Smith is literally the worst player I've ever seen on a football. What's going on? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? That is literally the worst football play I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like that in my life, man. I've never seen 2nd and 18 coming up, handoff, the running backs running through this. This is ridiculous. It should be 2nd and 20 something. Yet it's 2nd and 18. They pick up about 10 or 11. And we really sit here. I don't understand how you can justify that. And of course, like I said, Tyreek Hill, the bane of my existence, going against him in fantasy. He scored a touchdown. Oh my God. I cannot believe Jalen Smith allowed that. Like, why? Sack the quarterback. Sack the quarterback, man. 3rd and 9 for the Colts. They should not convert this. 3rd and long. Thibodeau off the edge. Thibodeau is almost there. And look, Nick Foles barely misses a wide open guy. Not wide open. It would have been a great throw. Barely misses Pittman on the sideline. The Colts will punt. So pretty much the same result. Pretty much the same result. Would have been a great throw, but yeah. 4th and 9, the Colts will punt. Richie James will watch this. No Giants player, do not touch it. The Giants will start off at the 35 and a half, 36-yard line. Great field position for the Giants to go down the field. And I mean, let's put this game away. Yeah, Richie James definitely lost us that game. But Richie James has helped us win a lot more games than he lost us. Like, he lost that game against Seattle, but like I said, he's helped win us more games than he's helped us lose. Yeah, Jalen Smith is that guy. He's that guy for Wink. I don't know what to say, man. Is he the best linebacker? Pure linebacker? Probably. You know, we got Landon Collins. But Jalen Smith, even though he's bad, he's better than Micah McFadden. He's better than Tate Crowder. But besides a couple of games, he's better than Tate Crowder for the most part. It's just that was just a bad play. That was a horrible play. Like, there's no reason why he shouldn't have gotten sacked right there. Luckily, we were able to get off the field, and we didn't have to deal with that. Let's see. Man, I'm ready to get out of commercial break. I need the Giants to let's have this game to clinch the playoffs against literally what, the worst team, the second to worst team in the league. Let's have this game be the game that we run away. Let's have this game be the game we run away. Why are we? Here we go again with the Sunday Ticket app quitting again. Again, like I said, I cannot wait until Sunday Ticket moves to YouTube so we don't have to deal with this. I think he was worried about getting a roughing the passer call because he hit Foles in the head, so he stopped himself. I mean, yeah, but you just got to finish the play. Richie James in motion. DJ's got time. He's hitting Saquon, who's going to try to catch it with one hand, but probably a good decision that he didn't catch that because I don't think he's getting any yards out of that. Giants have given away the ball 15 times, tied for the fewest in the NFL. Really good. I forgot how many times the Giants gave away the ball in 2008. I think it was like 12 times, something ridiculous. 9 times or 12 times. 2nd and 10. DJ's got time. He's hitting Richie James again. There's a flag, and I think Richie James pushed off. There. It looks like Richie James pushed off, so this will come back. That'll be a offensive pass interference, I'm pretty sure. Oh! Illegal hands to the face. Listen, apparently there wasn't a push off. Let's see. Yeah, there's hands to the face right there. Yeah, there's hands to the face right there. That's a good call. The hand went to the face, and Richie James broke to the inside. It almost looked like he pushed off, but Richie James didn't even push off of him. Good call by the refs there. 1st and 10. The Giants at the 41-yard line, back in the shotgun, Slayton in motion. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon had some space there for a second, but he kind of started dancing a little bit. Lost a yard. Vegas might want us to win, but at the same time, like I said, it was the right call. It was the right call completely. Because the hands did go to the face. And look at Kadarius Toney. He's got 1 catch for 38 yards. 2nd and 11 coming up. Evan Neal definitely false started right there. Isaiah Hodgins almost broke that tackle, but he's going to stay with his 5 yards right there. This will make this 3rd and let's see what's coming up. 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, the Saints are beating down the Eagles. Andy Dalton hasn't thrown an incompletion yet. 10-0 up on the Eagles. Eagles should have been running the ball. I know they've been throwing it. I haven't even seen the game, but I know they've been throwing it too much. 3rd and 6. DJ's got time. The blitz is coming. What a catch by Bellinger over the middle in traffic to pick up about 13. What a catch. And there was hands to the face from the defense on that play too on Feliciano. Nice catch in traffic by Bellinger. And these are the plays that you need to make for your quarterback, because they'll say, oh, well, blah, 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 the quarterback this, quarterback that. But good quarterbacks, people make plays for them. 1st and 10. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon's got a head of steam. He's going to pinball into a guy and pick up a yard. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Giants. Saquon is at 7 carries for 39 yards, so almost 40 yards. So he's still up there, over 4 yards a carry. Giants so far winning time of possession and plays and first downs and yards. 2nd and 8. Straight drop back. The blitz is coming. DJ is going to get to the edge, and he's going to take off and run with this. He's up the sideline. He's still running, and he's going to get hit. And it looks like the Giants are inside of Colts territory. Nice play by Daniel Jones. That blitz came through, and he was decisive, broke off to the left, and just took off with it. He said, don't take that extra hit there. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have took that hit, but that's just Daniel Jones. 1st and 10. If I was the Colts, I would challenge that because it looked like he stepped out of bounds about 10 yards ago. But whatever. DJ's got time. He's going to take a shot. Bellinger is going to be down at the 7-yard line. Nicely designed play by Mike Kafka. Yeah, DJ likes taking hits, man. I'm telling you. I've been trying to tell people that DJ does not get into the game until he takes his first hit. Nice throw by Daniel Jones right there. Had the safety coming over the top. Gave Bellinger the chance to brace. First and goal right now for the Giants. Back in the shotgun. This will be a handoff to Saquon probably. Handoff to Saquon. He has nowhere to go. And we're going to pick up 1 yard or a half a yard. And this will be second and goal. Second and goal. DJ's got time. He's going to hit Hodgins, who's going to score. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I should have started DJ. I should have started DJ. I should have started him, man. I should have started him. If I lose this fantasy championship because I didn't start DJ, I'll learn that I shouldn't bet against Daniel Jones again. I should have started him, man. I should have started him. I should have started him, man. I should have started DJ. Oh, man, I should have started him. Hopefully Kirk Cousins does this later. All right. Line this extra point up, right up the middle. Perfect. 14-3. That should be ball game. That should be ball game. That should be ball game. How about Isaiah Hodgins, man? Man, my gut was telling me to start DJ. My gut was telling me to start him, but I listened to people. They said, listen, it's Kirk Cousins, it's Justin Jefferson. And I started Kirk Cousins. Hopefully Kirk Cousins has this kind of game, man. Because I think DJ isn't done. I think he's going to get back into the end zone 1 or 2 more times today. Yeah, like I said, how about Hodgins, man? How about him? I mean, he's I don't think he'll get a documentary. I think you were joking anyway. I don't think he'll get a documentary, but Isaiah Hodgins is having a season. I mean, a second half of a season to just basically become the number one receiver after just walking on pretty much. Like if this was college, he would be a mid-season walk-on, which you never see. I mean, this guy just. When did Isaiah Hodgins get signed by the Giants? Let's see. Isaiah Hodgins got claimed November 4th. November 4th of 2022, Isaiah Hodgins got claimed. And let's see, that's not even 2 months. That's not even 2 months. Not even 2 months Isaiah Hodgins has been on this team. And he has become the number one receiver. Not to say that he's like this dominant number one receiver right there, but you got to show him respect right there. I mean, he's got to be a number 3, number 2, something like that. He a touchdown machine, man. 4 touchdowns in 5 games. Look at Lawrence Taylor ringing the bell. And I won't tell if you click that bell. Yeah, Dable and Kafka, they definitely believe in him. 14-3. I mean, listen, it's the Colts. We're at home. We should win this game outright. We should win this game outright. There shouldn't be any issues in this game. The Colts have won 4 games for a reason. They've lost double-digit games, and they're going to return this. Look at that play by Cam Brown. Whoo, beautiful form tackle by Carter Coughlin. Shout out to Carter Coughlin, who's just gotten buried on this depth chart, who I think is a good player. I think could probably be playing better than Jalen Smith, to be honest with you. But that's a whole nother story. Nice tackle by him, though. DJ is 11 for 14 for 102 and 2 touchdowns. As long as we're scoring, man, I don't care who's out there. I would love to see Golladay score, but as long as we're scoring, I'm glad. Handoff and nice tackle, but I think that's Julian Love. All these handoffs to these guys, I don't even know who the Colts running back is. That once Jonathan Taylor went out, I really don't know who their running back is. Being honest with you. Let's see who their running back is. Zach Moss. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. I knew his name was Zach Moss. 2nd and 7 up for the Colts. Nick Foles in the shotgun, taking the snap. He's hitting the running back. You got to make this tackle. Open field. Zimenez, he's a defensive end. He misses the tackle. And I think they picked up a first down. I mean, just a nice design to get him one-on-one with that defensive end. It is what it is. Etienne has scored a touchdown. That's bad news for me. Bad news for me because, my fantasy team is getting kind of creamed right now. Still early. I only have 4 active players so far, but they're getting creamed right now. I need Saquon to make some catches. I need him to get in the end zone. I need him to get some stuff done. Definitely need Saquon to have a bigger game. 1st and 10 coming up for the Colts. Handoff to, it looked like there was a face mask right there from Dexter Lawrence, and they're going to call it. Yeah. I saw that face mask from this TV. I mean, from all the way over here. Doesn't look like that was on purpose, but that was clear as day a face mask. And they're calling holding on the defense. That's better than a face mask. I'll take that. Evan Ingram has played this entire first quarter and has given me 0 points. But also, I mean, my alternative was start Michael Pittman, so he hasn't done anything either. 1st and 10. Another handoff, fake handoff. This is going out to the outside, sort of like a jet sweep. The Giants defense recognized that all day. They pick up a yard. And it looks like Pinnock was the guy that blew that play up. Oh, that was Julian Love that blew that play up, and then Holmes cleaned it up. Okay. Holmes, I like in the run game. I like him when he's being physical, but in coverage, man, he's got to go. He's got to go. All right, let's see what's going on back on Twitter. As I said, it's funny how I don't see these check marks from these people on Twitter, of people that aren't actually verified until I go back and check it on my computer. But all these people got check marks. That's crazy. Always somebody that tells me to stop doing what I'm doing on Twitter. I said that Jalen Smith play was the worst football play I've ever seen. So someone says, no, it's not. Stop it. I'm like, oh, who are you? See if there's anything crazy on Twitter. I think Isaiah Hodgins has to be back just because of the chemistry. Um, DJ has always kind of had a chemistry with Darius Slayton, but he's got real chemistry with Isaiah Hodgins, and it's been half of a season. It hasn't even been half of a season, so that's his guy. Whether that'll be his number one or not, I don't think so. But the chemistry that he has with Hodgins is something that has to be recognized. All right, man. I need Saquon to get something done, man. Come on now. Come on, Saquon. I need him to get into the end zone a couple times because right now Etienne is having him a game. Etienne is having a game. Hill is having a decent game. DJ Moore got into the end zone. Come on. All right, let's get off the field. 2nd and 9 for the Colts. The Giants are dialing up a blitz. Yeah, and Wan'Dale Robinson's going to be back too. I mean, I think we're going to be pretty good going forward. Ooh, that play almost went the other way. Darnay Holmes is punching himself because he should have scored going back the other way, but it looks like he's hurt. Looks like he's hurt. I thought he was upset that he didn't catch that and go back the other way, but it looks like he's hurt. It looked like he was hurt that last play too, but that stinks, man. I mean, listen, the Giants don't have a bunch of cornerback depth, and Holmes has been giving up a lot of plays, but he's still probably better than the guys who are behind him. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully he's okay. I need Chris Godwin to get into the end zone. I need Dallas Goddard to do something. Goddard and Ingram have done nothing today. They've literally done nothing. They have caught no passes today. Oh, they're gonna lose me money. They're gonna lose me money. They are gonna lose me money. That's crazy. Hopefully Darnay Holmes is okay though. Still on commercial. We've been there for literally forever. Daniel Jones has gotten 700 yards rushing this season. I think that's huge, man. That's 300 yards away from 1,000. 700 yards is big. All right, Foles has time. He's firing, and that's intercepted by Landon Collins. Who else? Landon Collins is gone. Landon Collins touchdown. Let's go. 21. Can you do something for me? Oh, man. Landon Collins. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Landon Collins? That was a great blast from the past, man. That's a great flashback. That is a great flashback, man. Landon Collins. Pick 6. Oh, man. That is, I was not expecting Landon Collins to ever make a play for us again. Big time play, man. Big time play. Big time play. That's just the play that you just make just off of just being a former star. Like you'll always be able to make a play like that in a big game. That's great, man. That's great. Nick Foles has been throwing those ducks to the outside all day, and we finally capitalized. Finally capitalized on one. Let's put the score up 21-3. 21 straight points. Landon Collins showing off a little speed. This dude on the Colts is taking everything out of the end zone, man. Oh, man, this dude is taking everything out. He don't care if he's 5 yards deep, 8 yards deep. He's taking that pass out. I like how as soon as Landon Collins caught the ball, people had their hands up in the air. That's crazy, man. Landon Collins literally has no teammates left from 2015. 1st and 10 back for the Colts. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Foles is under pressure. Foles is going to go across the middle, and this guy got lit up going across the middle of the field. 127 left, 126, 125. Clock is running. Colts have 2 timeouts. They're across the 40 at the 42-yard line. Foles is back in the shotgun, letting it fly again back to the tight end. This time a 5-yard gain. Clock still running. Colts are in a good spot to get in the field goal range. Let's see. 2nd and 4. Still in the shotgun. Giants sending 4. And we got a drop across the middle of the field. Dexter Lawrence on that play came really close to sacking the quarterback. Yeah, he heard those footsteps. Landon Collins was coming to lay that dude out. Shout out to Tudo. Massive salutes and respect to our brother Diggy and all diehard Giants fans in the house. Wishing y'all the happiest and healthiest New Year. Hey, listen, Happy New Year again to everybody out here. Appreciate y'all for supporting me. I've been back on this channel, I guess, for about Thibodeau blindside sack. And Nick Foles looks like he's hurt. Meanwhile, Thibodeau is doing snow angels while this dude is hurt on the ground. Oh my God. Why is Thibodeau doing snow angels? Why is Thibodeau doing snow angels besides this injured dude on the ground, man? It's not funny, but it is. Anyway, man, shout out to Tudo, man. Shout out to Tudo. God bless everybody, man. Oh man, why is Thibodeau doing those snow angels? That is crazy, man. Kayvon Thibodeau was doing snow angels for a good 30 seconds. He was doing snow angels for at least a good 30 seconds. These are the character issues we're talking about before. I don't care about that stuff, man. The dude he's just one of those kind of people. You're not a bad guy. He's just one of those attention kind of people. Doesn't matter as long as he does that. Yeah, but he got laid out. That was definitely a hit. He came with some force on that hit. I don't think he landed on top of him or anything. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that what got me is how long this dude celebrated, and I don't even think he realized that Nick Foles was hurt beside him. I think he just was just so focused on just continuing to do his snow angels that he didn't even realize. Yeah, it looks like the same thing. Thibodeau's personality reminds me a lot of Odell, except Odell seemed like he was a little bit more sensitive to what people were saying. It just seems like Thibodeau, he likes the spotlight, but he's not really sensitive about the spotlight. And Foles is on the card, man. Listen, Foles is a warrior. Foles is a Super Bowl champion. Much respect to Nick Foles. Hopefully he can get healthy. He's been struggling since he won that Super Bowl, but hopefully Foles can come back and get healthy. 4th and 13. The Giants will have about probably 38 seconds to try to get in the field goal range. And this will get punted 48, 47. Bad punt. And it went out of bounds. Horrible punt. 44 seconds for the Giants to get about 20 yards to get in the field goal range. That was a bad punt, man. He punted that like he was like punting to Devin Hester. So let's see what happened right here. I don't think he kind of landed on him, but he kind of didn't. That's a borderline thing. All right, DJ's got time. He's going to take off and he's going to throw this to Slayton, who's going to get out of bounds after 9. Someone just sent me a video of NFL Street where those guys get hit. Daniel Jones with a nice throw on the run. Slayton got out of bounds. Second and 1. Giants have 2 timeouts, I think, or maybe 3. Pretty sure they have 2. Second and 1. Another throw to Richie James that's going to pick up a first down. And of course, the Sunday ticket quits again. So I got to reopen it. Again, I'm glad that this is going to be the last couple of weeks that I'm watching Sunday ticket on DirecTV, and now I got to watch an ad. Like, you really can't make this stuff up. All right. I'll just commentate from my phone for now. 1st and 10, DJ's going to take off and run. He's still running. He's going to get out of bounds after a gain of 9. For some reason, my TV is not letting me put it on my TV. Yeah, Daniel Jones is doing whatever he wants. Again, I'm going to have to probably have to get this back on my TV, on the DirecTV app on my TV after we get into the half. But the Giants are right on the edge of field goal range. 2nd and 3, 30 seconds left. DJ hits Saquon for the check down, and Saquon's going to lose about a half a yard. Third and 5 coming up. Looks like they're saying Saquon lost 2 yards, which isn't good for the field goal. But 3rd and 5 coming up. I don't know if this is a must convert, but it would be good to get a field goal going into the half and getting it back. 3rd and 5. DJ's got some time. He's got some time. He's still running. He's going to run for this, and he's going to pick up this 1st down and get out of bounds. Great job. Great job by Daniel Jones to get out of bounds right there and run left. I mean, again, as Unlimited just said, he's doing whatever he wants right here. Doing whatever he wants. He had all day to throw, and he just kind of used that leverage against them, got to the edge again. And he shows you why he has over 700 rushing yards. I mean, it's not anything that you can't acknowledge at this point. DJ is a dual threat. He's a dual threat. 1st and 10. The Giants have to be in field goal range at this point. They're inside the 40. 20 seconds left. He's got time. He's firing it across the middle. Hodgins is across the middle. He's in the open field. The Giants got to take a timeout right here. Take a timeout. 14 seconds left. 14 seconds left. And the Giants will have 1 timeout left. And it looks like they're going to take the offense off the field. That doesn't make sense to me. But maybe they're just going to the sideline to get a play. All right. Looks like we're getting back on the field. It looks like the Giants might have a chance to throw this into the end zone. We are, see where we are on the field. DJ for this drive is 4 for 4 for 31 yards and a 14-yard run. I wouldn't rest the starters until we get like halfway through the 3rd quarter at least. You can't do that in the NFL. Inside the 20 at the 18. DJ's got time again. He's going to throw this short, and there's a drop. So that kind of helps us. 8 seconds left. We still got a timeout. We got a chance to take a shot at the end zone. And if we don't get it, we can just go ahead and kick a field goal. This is the best 2-minute drive we've had so far, which, again, like I said, is against the Colts. But this is definitely the best 2-minute drive we've had in years, probably. Besides maybe a couple of the game winners we had at the end of this at some of the games this season. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play clock is running down. We got to snap it. DJ's got it. He's got time. He's got forever to throw it. He's going to take a shot, and he's going to throw it away. So the Giants will kick this field goal. The Colts are celebrating like they shut Isaiah Hodgins down. Congratulations. But the Giants will kick this field goal with 5 seconds to go. Ganoa's coming out. 5 seconds, and the Giants app spoils it for me. But it's not like I didn't expect Graham Gano to make this field goal. So it is 24-3 going into the half. Which is what, like I said, what you should expect going against the Colts. This is what we like. It looks like It looks like the Giants are elevating their play going into the half. Going into the playoffs. So it looks like we should be celebrating this whole second half. But let's see. We got a couple of comments. Shout out to Tudo. Diggy, we suffered a devastating loss on last Friday. Our rugby club got officially eliminated from the playoffs. Just got back home here and just 4 a.m. and surprised my fam and 3 young sons. Hey, I'm really glad you got to surprise your family, but it definitely stinks that you all lost. So hopefully you guys can come back and get them next year, man. That stinks. But it's good to be with their family. I'm sure they were surprised, especially coming in at 4 a.m. Your son, do any of your kids play rugby? He kicked that like the Ohio State kicker. I didn't even look at the actual kick. I just realized that. I just assumed that he made it because I got a thing from the Giants saying that he made it, but I didn't see him make the kick. So I didn't even see how he kicked it. But yeah, unlimited. I really would, like I said, I wouldn't rest guys until we get like halfway through the third quarter, toward the end of the third quarter. You said the Giants app? Oh, okay, yeah. I have the Giants app. Okay, they're letting me finally put it on my TV again. But yeah, I have the Giants app, and they definitely sometimes spoil some scores for me when I'm watching on Sunday Ticket. But hopefully, when YouTube has Sunday Ticket, they're faster. That would be great because I kind of see the way things are moving. That these streaming TV services, where they have like it's a streaming service, but they also have TV channels. It feels like those things are kind of replacing your cable services, and it seems like your cable services are pretty much just becoming internet services. But yeah, we're going to be celebrating this whole second half, people. Let's see what's going on. So Thibodeau has 4 sacks on the season. Daniel Jones is balling, man. He's balling. Yeah, everybody's laughing at Kayvon doing no snow angels. That's crazy. Yeah, I haven't had cable. I mean, I haven't had cable in forever. Russell Wilson ran for a touchdown. Who's doing that, man? Who's doing that's crazy. Russell Wilson ran for a touchdown. And here goes Travis Etienne running for a touchdown, destroying my fantasy team, man. What are you doing? Like, all you had to do was just get tackled for a gain of 1. That's all I needed from you, dude. Patriots and Dolphins locked up at 7. Tyreek Hill's greedy self scored a touchdown. He's hurt my fantasy team too. Listen, man, I got money on the line, man. I'm down by 40 points right now. But he's got all his heavy hitters here. Person I'm going against, he's got all his heavy hitters. He's got Travis Etienne. He's got Tyreek Hill. He's got St. Brown. He's got Kelsey. He's got DJ Moore. And David Montgomery. So if those guys can cool off, then I'll have Eckler, Cousins, Christian Watson, And that's it, man. Oh, I'm gonna lose. Oh, I'm gonna lose, man. I'm gonna lose. It stinks. Especially we got money on the line. You make it all the way to the Super Bowl, man. It stinks. Sam Darnold, man. How about Sam Darnold? Why is DJ Moore scoring touchdowns, man? Like, come on now. I just need this dude. I just needed these people to have one off week. And isn't it the worst when the commissioner of your fantasy league wins the money? They don't even have to transfer it anywhere. They just get to keep the money. Yeah, Brady's throwing. He's still throwing dots, man. We need the Lions to lose if we lost this game, but it doesn't look like we'll lose. So I think we can take the Lions, man. I think we can take them. And here they're doing their little segment on Daniel Jones. Phil Simms is a huge Daniel Jones guy. And again, like I said, him being able to extend these plays these last couple of weeks has helped us. I mean, he's having a game today. He's having one of his better games that I've seen him play. DJ 15 for 20, 131 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 34 rushing yards, and all of his rushing yards were timed really well. I mean, you love to see Phil Simms on here. I like Nate Burleson, but I mean, I really like the Fox crew better. I really like the Fox crew better, to be honest. The halftime crew, I don't think there's anything as good as the Fox halftime crew. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the league. Uh, Cardinals are down 13-14 to the Atlanta Falcons. Chicago is down 10-24 to the Lions. Jacksonville is up 21-0 on Houston. Big surprise. Whoop. I mean, who knows? Kansas City is up 13-10 on the Broncos. That's no surprise. You would think they'd be up by more. Miami and New England is tied at 7. The Giants, of course, are up 24-3. New Orleans is up 13-0 on the Eagles. Gardner Minshew is holding the team back. I mean, who would have thought? People tried to say that Jalen Hurts was so invaluable and that anybody could do it. I think Gardner Minshew is a solid player. I just don't think he's as good as Jalen Hurts. So they're down 13-0. Panthers up 14-10 on the Buccaneers. They cannot afford to lose, man. I need the Buccaneers in the playoffs, man. I need them in the playoffs. 7-3. The Washington Commanders are winning 7-3 on the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson is just showing up and just being the loser that he is. And that's everything so far for the early games. That's everything. That is everything for the early games. Again, I'm going to need Evan Ingram to catch a pass. I mean, how, man? How are you not catching any passes? Let's see if he's hurt or something. This dude, Evan Ingram, is missing, man. Evan Ingram is playing and he's not doing anything. I don't know why I depended on Evan Ingram to win me the Super Bowl. Evan Ingram was about to lose me money, man. That's crazy. Can't be surprised, though. And I also feel like if I didn't bench Daniel Jones, we wouldn't be winning this game like this. I'm just going to just say we sacrifice. Let's see. Is there playoff implications for this? Let's see. See what's going on here. If the Bucks lose to the Panthers, does that the Bucks are 7-8, the Panthers are 6-9. The Panthers or the Saints could win this division. Yeah, that's crazy. The Saints or the Panthers are still in it. I don't know what the Falcons' record is, but I doubt they're still in it. Falcons are 5-10. Yeah, they're out of it. That is crazy, man. How did I become a Giants fan? I just picked the Giants, man. It's hard to describe, man. Like, in DC, people are usually not back then Redskins fan. So, I mean, most of my friends were Cowboys fans. They were Patriots fans. They were Steelers fans. They were Eagles fans. Everything but Redskins fans. Of course, you had your stalwart of Redskins fans. It was DC after all, but most people weren't fans of teams. They just weren't fans of the local team. So I just picked the Giants, and I just stuck with the Giants. I just stuck with them. Just like it was about 2004, 2003 or something. Ever since then, I just stuck with the Giants. I remember seeing that game of Eli and Tiki Barber. Not Eli and Tiki Barber. Eli and Amani Toomer against the Broncos. That's what really brought me in. That game-winning touchdown to Amani Toomer. Dave making it. Yeah, I didn't even like. I wouldn't been able to see that play at all. I was 4 years before I was born, but yeah. Wish I would have been able to see. I mean, I probably was in front of the TV or something when that happened, but I wish I would have been able to see the Giants blow out the Vikings in 2000. Was it 2001? Wish I would have been able to see that in the NFC Championship, even though we ended up losing the Super Bowl. But I probably saw it. Like I said, I probably just don't remember anything about it because I was like 4. I think the earliest Super Bowl I remember watching was like a Steelers Super Bowl. Steelers and somebody. Can't remember. Yeah, they're going to have to play Sam Ellinger in the second half. The Colts, this game is over. This game is over, man. Sam Ellinger, man. Yeah, Sam Ellinger. You said, oh my gosh. All right. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Throws it to Slayton. Slayton is going to drop it. I don't care. I mean, we got to have some Giants football going on. Let's give them perfect field position with their running back that's going to come in and play quarterback for them. It is what it is, man. We're up 24-3. Let's just get the ball back. Luckily, we got that field goal at the end of the half. So we're up by 21. Ellinger passes it off or throw. That was actually a good play by Micah McFadden. But Ellinger handed it off to, I think that was Zach Moss. And they get nothing. Ellinger. I always say Ellinger, but I think it's Ellinger. Ellinger has 2 starts, no touchdowns, and an interception. Dable is coaching up Slayton. Slayton has the least to mess up all day. Let Galladay drop a ball, it'll be over. 2nd and 9 for them in the shotgun. He's under pressure. Ellinger throws a dot, and it gets dropped. Looks like it got dropped. Whoa, come on, Tibbs. Come on, man. You got to catch that, man. You got to catch that. You got to catch that, man. Unlimited. Darius Slayton caught the ball on the first play of the half for us, and he fumbled. Oh, man. Thibodeau, you got to catch that. Yeah, Unlimited, we got it, and we immediately, Darius Slayton fumbled it. So this is a 48-yard attempt, and it is no good. Let's go. We didn't lose any points. That's why I wasn't tripping off of Slayton dropping that. Go make up for it, Slayton, because for some reason when Galladay drops the ball, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? When Galladay drops the ball, it's over. Like it's he gets benched. But when Slayton drops the ball, he gets to come right back out there. And this isn't me hating on Slayton. It's just like I feel like they should have gave Galladay some more chances. It's just me, man. Whatever. Yeah. Starting some shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. That's what I'm saying. People are mad at me because I keep talking about Galladay, but I'm just saying like it's not even that I really think that Galladay is this like 1,500-yard receiver. I just think he's better than a fifth receiver or a sixth or seventh receiver. That's all I'm saying. But let's go ahead, hand this off to Saquon. Saquon up the middle. He's going to get about a quarter of a yard, half of a yard. All I'm saying is it's obvious that they don't like Galladay out there because if they did and he was just making all these mistakes, then they would keep giving him chances like they did to Darius Slayton. Yeah, Barkley is I feel like Barkley is preserving himself. DJ letting it rip. Richie James in the open field. Richie James up the sideline. Man, he could have been up the sideline, picking it up. Come on. Come on. I wish that was a fumble. Hodgins would have scored. What's up, Tosh? We haven't seen that much, Jay. We haven't seen it. All right, 1st and 10. Back in the shotgun. DJ dropping back. Hits Bellinger again. Bellinger is going to pick up 7.5, 8 yards. But unlimited Galladay never got open. That's the point. That's the whole point about this. Is Galladay never got open. He never got open. he made tight window catches because his quarterback trusted him, and he never got the chance to do that. And a couple of times he didn't catch it, they just completely went away from him, which is fine. I mean, he just didn't fit what we wanted to do here, and he doesn't fit our quarterback. But to say that it's just his fault, and not to say he's the same guy, but it's just a lot that went into the situation. And DJ keeps it, and he's going to need the slide, man. Come on now. DJ got to slide, man. He's got to slide. Unlimited, like I said, the receiver Galladay was never open. He's never been open his entire career. He's made his life off of tight window throws. Um, yeah, made his whole money off of that. But I mean, it is what it is, man. The dude got paid. I would say that those two, Mike Williams, and T. Higgins, are better at separating than Galladay was. Galladay just needed Matt Stafford pretty much. He needed a guy that was going to throw it to him regardless, give him a shot regardless, and he just wasn't going to get that here. And I think that's Bobby Okereke that made that tackle. 2nd and 5. The Giants are driving. I'm not even going to talk. I hate that I brought up Galladay. That's my bad, guys. I hate that I brought him up. I can't be mad at you for talking about him, but right now the Giants are winning the game. Right now the Giants are going down the field. It is 2nd and 5. They're inside the 20. The Giants offense has moved all day with no issue. DJ taking off the run. He's got space. He's going to accelerate. He's going to run into the end zone. Let's go. Touchdown, Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Giants. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Come on. Give me the call. Give me the call. Man, I should have started Daniel Jones. I should have started him, man. I should have started him. I should have started him. Daniel Jones is balling, man. Giants are over 30 for the first time in like 17,000 years. Yeah, there's no way we should have lost this game. There's no way we should have lost this game. You say you're not a fan of your having your team play on a holiday. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We played on Thanksgiving too. We played on didn't play on Christmas, but we played on Thanksgiving. But everybody's playing today, so said you hate how long DJ's legs are. Yeah, all we need is a corner, a couple of inside linebackers that are just solid. If we can get one that's really good and one that's solid, but we really need that receiver one too. So we got some needs, man. We got some needs all over. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if we would have got Roquan, I think we probably win like 11 games. I think we probably win a couple of those games that ended up going the other way. Yeah, DJ's balling, man. He's balling. Can't believe I let this dude on the bench, man. 26 fantasy points today. 26 fantasy points today. I need Kirk Cousins to have a game. I need Justin Jefferson to go off. The Giants special teams has continued to look bad today. So far, no touchdowns out of anybody in my fantasy lineup that I started. No, nothing out of anybody, man. Like this stinks, man. Oh, they let me down. Even if I would have started DJ, I'm still losing by 20. So far everybody's let me down. And I'll get to that Willis thing, man. I'll get to the Willis thing, Jay, after this play. For some reason, the Colts are running the ball. But this Malik Willis hate is ridiculous, man. Malik Willis was looked at as a project player from day one. He was looked at as a project player that would not play his first year, that would probably play his second, third year, and would develop into an elite player because of the tools that he has. Why are people ready to call Malik Willis a bust when he was first drafted in the third round, and then second, another run from the Colts? Anyway, he was drafted in the third round, and second, he's played like 2 or 3 games, and people are just ready to call him a bust. Like that's ridiculous, man. Thibodeau's balling. They're showing him, dude has been balling today. I hope Jefferson does break that record. He's got an extra game to do it. And that's fine, Maximus. But like the people who are just like, I've seen people wish for his ACL to get torn and everything just because people wanted to replace Daniel Jones with him. Like it's never that serious. First off, he didn't end up on the Giants, so if you didn't want him on the Giants, he's not there. Second of all, like, I mean, what's the point of rooting against the guy when he is literally, I mean, third round pick? He's played 2 or 3 games. I mean, can you really judge it anything? Because he was supposed to develop anyway. He was supposed to be a guy that sat on the bench for a while anyway. The Colts are just dead set on running this ball. Sure. Sure, run the ball, run the clock out, man. Run the clock out. Exactly. And the people are like, and people are sending threat. And look at Sam Ellinger. people are sending threats to that college kicker, man. Like people are sending threats to a college kid for missing a field goal. Like that's the crazy thing. I have not noticed that club on McKinney today. I mean, I haven't seen him miss any tackles. Nick McLeod and Flott in the game. Ellinger taking a shot, and that almost got intercepted. Just when I say that I haven't noticed the hand thing for McKinney, McKinney drops what could have been an interception, would have been a tough interception. Yeah, he couldn't catch that. He dropped. First of all, that's pass interference. As my DirecTV quits again. All right, 2nd and 10, it looks like. And they are running this again. The Colts are trying to run some clock. The Colts, for some reason, are running some clock. McKinney has not flashed. Maximus, he hasn't really flashed, but he's been in a lot of good spots. And it looks like the defense is a lot more kind of mellowed out because they have their quarterback back. The Colts are trying to expose our run defense, but you can go ahead and take 6-7 yards a carry if you're down by this much. And they'll be short of a first down. They're going to have to go for it on 4th and 1. Fourth and 1. All right, they are 8 for 17 on 4th down. Turn around and hand off. They'll pick this up. The Colts should be in 2-minute drill time all day. 2-minute drill time. That's all they should be doing. 1st and 10. Another handoff. I don't know. They're trying to run the clock out. Who is that? Mostert. Okay, that wasn't Tyreek Hill. Oh, man, I'm losing, man. I'm losing by somebody scored a touchdown or something. Looks like Chris Godwin caught a long pass. I need somebody to score a touchdown on my fantasy team, man. This is getting ridiculous. Ellinger is going to go down. Dexter Lawrence. Oh, boy. Dexter Lawrence just carried that dude into the quarterback. I was so mad that Giants video where they had people trying to do the Dexter Lawrence dance and nobody knew how to do it. It's to me it's like a fairly simple dance. Like you just put the arms back. Nobody knew how to do it. That's crazy. 3rd and 16 coming up. They took Dexter Lawrence off the field. They got Jahad Ward out there like he's a better pass rusher. The pass rush is coming through. Michael Pittman with his first catch is going to be about 8 yards short, 7 yards short. That's not Pittman. That is 14. Don't know who that is. Pierce. There you go. Alec Pierce. Dexter Lawrence is 1st in forced fumbles among defensive tackles, 1st in quarterback hits, 2nd in sacks, 3rd in tackles. 7.5 sacks for Dexter Lawrence. Crazy. 63 tackles from the defensive tackle position. He's playing nose, too. 63 tackles from the nose spot is a lot. That has to be 1st among nose tackles. 4th and 6 for the Colts. Inside the red zone. Get him off the field, people. Get him off the field. He's got all day, and wow, what a catch. 1st down. 1st down by Pittman. I need Saquon to break off a long touchdown run. Yeah, the Colts running back Zach Moss got his face mask grasped, but no one saw it. Unfortunate for them. I'm hoping that Kirk Cousins can throw for like 5 touchdowns today. I'm hoping that I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. I need Evan Ingram to do something. I need Saquon Barkley to do something. I need Goddard to do something. They all are having horrible games right now, fantasy wise. 2nd and 8. Ellinger had a guy. Our job is to keep the whoa. Whoa. Calm down, Pittman. You just hit that. Pittman just stiff armed McLeod in the face after the play. Like, what are you doing? Lawrence still has a year left. That should have been a penalty on Michael Pittman. 3rd and 5. Let's get them off the field, y'all. I do not want them scoring a touchdown today after that late stiff arm like that. 2 for 10 on 3rd down today. The Colts are. Ellinger takes a shot after Pittman throws a guy on the ground. After Pittman throws a guy on the ground, okay. Okay, he didn't throw him on the ground. Okay. All right. Fair and square touchdown from Michael Pittman, who I have on my bench. Got him on my bench. Stinks, man. I guess he's at 13 points now. I could have started him over Evan Ingram. Started off good, but he's in the end zone now. But yeah, like I said, Maximus, Dexter Lawrence has a year left. He's going to be back next year regardless. You think he's probably going to get extended this offseason. You think Andrew Thomas will probably get extended this offseason. I think we have Andrew Thomas under contract. Next year will be his 4th year. The year after that will be his 4th-year option. His 5th-year option. So we have him 2 more years regardless. But you got to think that him and Dexter Lawrence will get extended. Maybe they do the Andrew Thomas extension next year. But either way, I think both of those guys will be back. They showed Kayvon. I didn't even see that. Kayvon was doing the go to sleep thing after Nick Foles went out. That's tough. And that was on Quentin Nelson too. That Dexter Lawrence sack was on Quentin Nelson. I didn't even realize that. So the Colts are down now 31-10. I cannot remember if I think the Giants. Yeah, we got the ball back. I haven't updated the score. It's 20. It's 31 now. So yeah, the Giants did score in this second half. Will has this. He's up the middle. He's going to be down across the 30 at the 30 and a half yard line about. Thirty-one to 10. Quentin Nelson is I think Quentin Nelson is hurt or something like that because he has not been the same player at all this year, and he's not like 32 or anything. He's not old, so I think he's just hurt or something because he's been bad this year. He hasn't been bad, but he's been. Look at Saquon up the middle, please get some yards, man. I need some yards. I need some touchdowns, dude. I need some scores from you, Saquon. Man, something told me to start Daniel Jones. I was like, he's playing against the Colts, man. The Colts stink. But I listen to everybody else, man. Yes. Listen to everybody else to lose you money. It'll lose you money, man. $177 passing yards. 4 for 5 on third down. Why are they showing third down conversions? This is 1st and 10. Saquon with Daniel Jones in the open field. He's gone. He should be gone, man. He slides. No, he slid. What are you throwing? I was about to say, why are you asking for a flag? That penalty got everybody. They got everybody. That's the first time I've seen Daniel Jones slide. 80 rushing yards and a touchdown today from Daniel Jones. Oh, man. Back in Colts territory, Saquon up the middle. Picks up a quick 6-7 yards. I need Chris Godwin to get one more catch and get a touchdown. Just get one. I'll be happy with just one more catch and a touchdown from Chris Godwin. Richie James, 7 for 76 and a touchdown. Nice play from Richie James, too. And that'll run the third quarter out. The Giants are in scoring distance again. Have it your way. They keep playing that Burger King commercial. Never had a Burger King burger in my life. I don't think I have. Maybe a turkey burger from there or a chicken. I don't know. I know I haven't had a Whopper from Burger King before. More people mad because I talked about Kenny Galladay. All right. So happy we got our first 30 burger. I'm happy too, man. We got our first 30 burger in like 2-3 years. It's been forever. And I think we're not done. I think we're going to get back in the end zone this drive. I think if we get back into the end zone this drive and they run some clock off and we get the ball back and there's like 7 minutes left, I think we'll sit the starters. Dad's a Colts and Chiefs fan. How do you get to a Colts and Chiefs fan? Let's see. Is there any commonalities between that? Or did he start off with the Colts and go to – I don't know. How do you get to Colts and Chiefs? Yeah, Jeff Saturday, I mean, He's getting out coached by guys who are career coaches. I mean, Jeff Saturday was coaching like high school football. Leonard Williams hurt. That stinks. Let's see, Leonard Williams. Let's see what's going on with this dude. Questionable. Oh, he's got a burner. Okay. Okay, that's fine. He'll be out probably, a little while. Not it's hard to tell. Saquon up the middle, he's gonna pick up a yard. But yeah, burner's not that bad. He can play through a burner. I would just he shouldn't come back today. There's no point. But just let him come back in the playoffs. He like the Colts first, and then the Chiefs is the second team. Yeah. Third and 4. Manageable third down. DJ's 2 for 3 on third down passing. Handoff. DJ's going to keep this again. He's going to see if he can make a guy miss, and he's not going to get any yards. Nice play from the Colts right there. We'll kick a field goal. Man, DJ tried to get shifty. Then he tried to stiff arm him. None of that was working. None of that was working. None of that stuff was working. Said shut those down for today. You said first down? I guess Maximus here ahead. Maybe they jumped off sides or something. Flag, and there's a first down. They lined up off sides. That's hilarious. LeBron tweet. What did LeBron say? D. Watson. Oh man. Why is LeBron tweeting about this? That's crazy. I don't know what this penalty is. Okay, he's offside. They're all offsides. All right, well, they're going to give up a touchdown now because they lined up offsides. All right. DJ's got it. He's going to take off and run with it, and he is going to slide. And we're going to get 15 yards and a penalty after that. Half the distance to the goal. Bredesen is fighting. Feliciano's fighting. Evan Neal's over there. Andrew Thomas is over there. You love to see it. It wasn't a dirty hit at all. It was a boom. I was going to say a boom play. It was a bang play. It is what it is, man. Bridgewater got hurt. Wow. I mean, that's a bang play, but the offensive line is going to come and defend their quarterback. Yeah, his head definitely hit that turf hard, man. I don't know why they're still running him like that, but hand off to Breida, who's going nowhere. I need Saquon in the end zone like yesterday, man. I need that in the worst way for my fantasy team. I need Saquon in the end zone. DJ just scored again. Wow. Oh man, I really should have started Daniel Jones. That's man, come on now. I should have started him. I played myself. I listened to the DJ doubters and I benched them for Kirk Cousins. And DJ's gonna run this in again. Oh man, I listened to the doubters. I listened to the doubters, and then the DirecTV Sunday ticket stream goes out. I had DJ started, man. I had him started, man. Like I had him out there. I had him out there, and I at the literally at like 12:57, I changed him out for Kirk Cousins. I literally changed him out for Kirk Cousins, and I got Mostert on the board too. I got Mostert out there on my bench with 20 points on my bench. Pittman is on my bench with 13 points. Man, I literally have to pray that Kirk Cousins has like a crazy good game. Because if he goes out there and puts up 20 points, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough compared to what DJ is doing right now with 36 on the board. Man, 36 on the board for DJ, man. Like I cannot believe I might lose this because I decided to go against my gut and put Kirk Cousins out there. I don't know why I put 36 on the board because I just mentioned DJ having 36. 38. What's up, Gene? Hey, listen, I'm happy. Don't get it twisted, Gene. I'm happy, but I'm also kind of it's bittersweet because I benched Daniel Jones for Kirk Cousins, and it looks like that might be the difference between me winning and losing this fantasy Super Bowl, which would have paid me, it's a good amount of money, man. Man, if I would have just started Daniel Jones, man, that's crazy. Yeah, it's no second place. The winner takes all. Winner takes all. I need Kirk Cousins to have a 4 touchdown game, pretty much, which is possible. I mean, you got Justin Jefferson, but I mean, I just felt in my gut that I should start Daniel Jones against the Colts because the Colts are not a good team, and this is a game that we had to win. But at the same time, man, I'm like Kirk Cousins, and then Jair Alexander was talking that trash to Justin Jefferson. Miami needs to shut that dude down for the season. It's really ridiculous that he keeps coming back out there. There's no reason why he should keep coming back out there when this dude obviously has suffered way too many head injuries in a quick amount of time. Like at this point, the retiring should be on the table. Um, it should be on the table. I'm not saying he needs to retire, but it should be on the table. And it's tough. The Colts are stupid. That was very stupid. He should have let that he should have let that ball go out of bounds. And there's a holding penalty. You said they cut the game off. That's one benefit that I have the Sunday ticket is that they kept the game on for me. Detroit is winning their game 38-10 too. Well, guys, I'll keep commentating the game for you all since they cut it off. So I'll actually tell you all what's happening. Why did they cut it off? Uh, why did they cut it off, man? This is 11 minutes left. I mean, they're not winning. They're not going to come back, but that's just tough. All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants. Ellinger under center. Nice play by Landon Collins to shut that play down. Should have had him for a gain of about a half a yard, but he ended up giving up an extra 2 yards. Landon Collins and Jalen Smith they're feeding off the crowd. They're having fun. So we're putting in backups now. Yeah. Yeah. 2nd and 7. Landon Collins is going to be blitzing up the middle of this defense. Might be dropping. Yeah, he's dropping. Missed the tackle right there. That's Landon Collins' fault right there on that run for a 1st down. He missed the tackle. But 1st down for the Colts. Since Luck retired, 31, 32, and 1. 7 different starters. Yeah, the Pats in Miami game is a big game. First and 10 for the Colts. Ellinger is back in the backfield by himself. He's got 5 wide. He's going to take a shot. He's decisive. He is throwing it to Michael Pittman, who's going to fight for some more yards. He's got 5 people trying to wrap him up, and he's going to stay standing. They're going to blow it dead. And that's a 1st down for the Colts. Matt Ryan is in street clothes on the sideline. Cordell Flott is in the slot. Hand off to Zach Moss, and he's in the open field. And now we're going to have a penalty, and this play is going to come back probably. That's not Zach Moss. I don't know who that is. And that was holding on the offense. Yeah, I cannot wait to get Sunday Ticket on YouTube, man. Will Fries for holding. So that play's coming back. There's Mike Evans scoring a touchdown. I need Chris Godwin to score a touchdown. Man, I can't stand it, man. Why did I bench DJ for Kirk Cousins? If I had DJ in the game right now, we would be tied. I'd be tied up, man. Oh, man. 1st and 13 for the Colts. Play action. Ellinger is going to throw it in the dirt. Ellinger is throwing it in. Man, why did I do that? Why did I bench him? Oh, man. 2nd and 13. Another play action. He's telegraphing the heck out of it. And that's going to be knocked away by Nick McLeod. That was to Alec Pierce. It's good that Nick McLeod and Pinnock and all of these depth guys, these 4th, 5th, 6th cornerbacks are getting all this game film and getting all these reps against these, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 1st wide receivers. It's only helping. Yeah, Giants defense swarming. You got to think the Colts will still go for it here and on 4th down. 9 minutes left in the game. I mean, it looks like they're going to come off, but I mean, what's the point? I mean, you might as well, you might as well go for it. I think they'll throw Tyrod out there. Any guess to who we play in the playoffs? It used to be the Buccaneers, but I forgot. I don't know who will play. CBS because of the Colts. It's whatever team. You'll rarely see two NFC teams play on you'll rarely see two NFC teams play on CBS, but when it's an NFC team playing an AFC team, it could be either way. It could go either way. And I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones is done for the day. Yeah, I need Justin Jefferson to go off for like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and him, Kirk Cousins throw a touchdown to Adam Thielen. Oh, man, I know Saquon is down for the rest of the game. I just got screwed, man. If I would have benched Saquon for Mostert and I would have started Daniel Jones, I would win this game. I would win. Just because of how well Saquon played. I mean, how well Daniel Jones played. Mostert is going to get 6. This is definitely Daniel Jones' last drive. You got to think so. Aziz is hurt. Aziz is hurt. So, yeah. DJ at 91 rushing yards so far. Hand off to Brightwell. Brightwell's going to fall forward about 6 yards and pick up a first down. Pulled Daniel Jones out. A hell of a game, Daniel Jones. Hell of a game. Tyrod Taylor's in. The Giants have clinched a playoff spot. The Giants are in the playoffs for the first time since 2016. You gotta love it, man. We almost fell off. We almost fell off. All right, see what you got, Tyrod. Hand off to Brightwell. Brightwell's cutting back. Brightwell to the outside. Brightwell got to keep it balanced, though. Got to keep his balance right there. Man, shout out to Brian Dable for coming here and instantly making this Giants team competitive, getting us to the playoffs, starting off crazy good. We struggled a little bit. We came back from adversity. We had every injury in the book, every injury that you could think of to key positions, to key players, and we fought through this. Pitch to Breida. Breida's finally got that space that I've been waiting for, and Breida's going to get down. The Giants are going to run this clock out. The Giants are going to run this clock out, man. I've been waiting for Breida to get into the open field, man. If Breida could just get one, maybe it's in a playoff game. All he just needs is that one crease where he has that space and he's going to be gone. Hasn't happened yet this season. That clock is running down 5:48, 5:47, 5:46, 5:45. They're going to drip this clock down. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Another handoff to Brightwell. More yardage. 2.5 this time. Second and 7, handoff to Breida, who gets grabbed up, and he's still keeping his feet moving. He's still got his feet cut back. Oh, Breida, listen. This is making an argument to give Breida more touches. Not to say to disinvolve Saquon, but also give Breida more touches, man. You said what's disrespectful? Maybe you're going to see the next game. Six carries for 51 yards this drive. Over 200 rushing yards today. 4-3. Another handoff. Brightwell is going to keep fighting, and he's going to get nothing. Second and 10 coming up. Another pitch. Breida up the middle. Breida is didn't get tackled after about 5 yards. Mahomes throwing a touchdown to Jared McKinnon. Second touchdown for him. That's probably going to seal that up and have KC beating the Broncos. Didn't notice that Justin Herbert and the Chargers clinched the playoff spot. Breida is Breida keeps making it look like he's going to break away. You said so much for Washington. Are they eliminated if they lose today? I feel like they might be eliminated if they lose today. I don't think so. I think they still have a shot next week, but it's just funny to watch them come back to try to catch us and then choke, man. You love to see it. Carson Wentz 3 interceptions. You should have stayed with Heineke. They should have stayed with Heineke. Two-minute warning. The Giants are gonna run this clock out, man. With 8 minutes left, they got the ball and they're about to run the clock out. I think they'll go for it so they can run this out. So I need huge games from Christian Watson. I need a huge game from all of these guys, man. I need huge games from all these players. Eckler, Cousins, Robbie Gold. Goddard let me down. Ingram let me down. I benched DJ. Wasn't going to start Mostert over Eckler or Barkley, so it is what it is there. But if I would have started Daniel Jones, I would be tied. I'm at 48. So if you add 36 to that 48, I would be at the 80 points that my opponent is at right now. And it will be all up to Josh Allen versus Austin Eckler and Christian Watson. It will be Josh Allen and Mason Crosby in the 49ers defense against, like I said, against Christian Watson, Austin Eckler, and Kirk Cousins. Let me check Twitter to see if Christian Watson is going to play. You say you're sure Eckler gets set. I hope not, man. I hope not. Okay, let's see. Christian Watson. Okay, Christian Watson's going to play today. Perfect. Man, I need a miracle. I need a miracle to overcome my instinct. And I really just decided to go against my instinct and listen to people and bench Daniel Jones. But to overcome it, I'm going to need a miracle. Fourth and 2, handoff. Brightwell's going to lose 3 yards. The Colts are going to celebrate, even though they're losing by 18 or 28 in the fourth quarter with less than 2 minutes to go. Daniel Jones today, 19 for 24 passing, 177 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 11 carries for 8.3 yards, 91 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, listen, he showed up today in all aspects of the game. Daniel Jones showed up today. If the Packers move today, they move into yeah. I'm not worried about Green Bay, man. I don't know. Isn't Green Bay a wild card spot? Uh, Joe, you would think it's pedestrian, but he also ran for 91 yards. So that's about 277, 270 something altogether. So I would say that's a good game. That's a good day, especially when we had that pick six that took away a possession from us. I mean, it got us a touchdown, but it took away a possession. Ellinger with his noodle arm throws it short. They stay in bounds. 150 left. Please, let's get out of this game quickly, man. Oh man, somebody benched Mike Evans. Somebody benched Mike Evans in their fantasy championship too, man. Another handoff, and he's going to get met. And for some reason, he was able to hold on to that ball and keep it going. New England up on Miami 16-14. Yeah, DJ, I think last week had like 370 yards, something like that. First and 10 for the Colts, under center again. Clock is running down. Ellinger is probably just going to hand this off. I mean, the Colts weren't going to win this game today, but I really feel like they kind of melted in. They dumped the Gatorade on Coach Dable. Jahad Ward embracing Brian Dable. Julian Love giving him a hug. The Giants are in the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Give it up for Daniel Jones. Give it up for Brian Dable. Give it up for the New York Giants as the clock runs down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's ball game. That's ball game. I mean, like I said, Daniel Jones showed up. Saquon Barkley, he didn't have a big game, but Daniel Jones carried the load for everybody else. I wish they kept that game on so I could see the whole post game thing. But shout out. I mean, like I said, this is what you would expect from a franchise quarterback. People could say like, "Oh, it's the Colts." Who cares? It's the Colts. But this is what you expect against the Colts from a franchise quarterback. You need him to show up and ball out and be the reason you won, and that's what happened today. Meanwhile, the Patriots are on the goal line. I kind of feel like commentating. I kind of feel like, talking about this game. And Mac Jones threw a beautiful back shoulder to Jacoby Myers, who probably got hurt because Mac Jones it was a nice ball, but he kind of threw it kind of high. But yeah, DJ elevated the squad today. He elevated that squad. And like I said, it doesn't matter who you played against because the Giants of old and the Daniel Jones of old, the bad quarterbacks, doesn't matter if you're playing against bad teams, they make it difficult. They make it difficult that you'll lose these games if you don't have a good team, if you don't have a good player at quarterback. So he showed up today. It looks like Jacoby Myers is hurt the way he landed on the ground like that. Probably has a concussion. Hopefully Jacoby Myers is okay. I'm thinking this is probably a concussion, the way he hit the ground. Joe Judge on the sideline and that's facts, Mike. I mean, if you don't show up, you'll lose to any team in the league. If you don't show up, you'll lose to any team in the league. And they beat 5 losses in a row for Miami. Wow. Shout out to Talking Echo for the 199 super chat. He says, question for next week: should Dable rest players? I don't believe in resting players at all. I don't believe in resting players in any position. I don't believe resting players if you got the number one seed for any reason, because we see it time and time again. The teams that don't rest players, unless your name is the Patriots and unless you're Tom Brady, unless Tom Brady's the quarterback of your team, the teams that rest players consistently are more ready. They consistently come out with more energy and juice than the teams that rest those players. And people continue to say, you got to rest these players. And if a guy gets hurt, yeah, you're like, okay, well, you don't want to. It is what it is if a guy gets hurt. But it's just like, why would you rest players when you see it every year? Teams come out flat after they sit down for 2 weeks. Because, like, if a guy has an injury, like, for instance, Adoree Jackson, there's no point in throwing Adoree Jackson out there. Like, there's no point in doing that. Because he's coming off an injury, he's playing against a division rival, and there's nothing to gain from that. So there's no point in putting Adoree out there. There's no point in putting Azeez out there. But the guys who have been playing, play those players. And tell them, if you want to get out of the game, if you want to break, if you want to rest, guess what? Go out there and beat be up enough points to be able to rest in the second half. Brian Dable is pumped up. Wink Martindale loves what he's seeing. Wink Martindale loves it, man. Dolphins have a wide receiver or somebody playing quarterback. I don't know who this is. Who is this? What in the world? Who's that playing wide receiver? I mean, who's that playing quarterback? Oh, he's a quarterback, but this is unfortunate, man. Yeah, Tua wins this game, definitely. And Tua, I'm not a Tua fan, but he wins this game. I've never heard this guy because he's like a third string quarterback. 2nd and 10. He's going to take off and run with it. He's got to throw it, and it gets dropped. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Teddy Bridgewater's out of the game. I don't know what he's doing. Skylar Thompson is this quarterback's name. He's a rookie. 6'2", 219. Hasn't thrown a touchdown yet. You say you think that's the reserve kicker? Yeah, he's an actual quarterback. I got so intertwined in this game, I forgot I wasn't commentating this game. Like I was talking about the Giants. Any chance to beat them? Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't think that Philly will play their starters, but I'm really against resting players. Old Kansas State quarterback. Okay. But yeah, let's give it up, man. Let's give it up for the Giants, because the last time we were in the playoffs was 2016, and that was, I mean, it was, we didn't expect much. And I don't know what to expect for the playoffs until we get there. You got to get out of bounds, man. But yeah, I don't know what to expect. Mike McDaniel looks so disgusted. But I don't know what to expect from the Giants until we see who our opponent is going to be in the playoffs. But I mean, last time we were in there, it was a defensive team, but there was just a lot of doubt with the offense. I'll just be honest with you. There was a lot of doubt with the offense. It was Odell or bust. And Eli showed up, but the Packers were just. And a lot of people don't realize how close that game could have been because literally, if you go back and watch that Green Bay game, Eli comes out and throws dot after dot after dot after dot after dot. I mean, he comes out and lights that team up. And literally, all of them are getting dropped. Touchdowns getting dropped. So it is what it is. Those touchdowns got dropped. And then the game is still close. And Dominic Rogers-Cromartie gets hurt. So once DRC gets hurt, you throw in, I think Trevin Wade it was, and Aaron Rodgers picks on him the rest of the game. And not only that, while the game is still kind of in our favor, kind of, there for the taking, all of a sudden, Bobby Rainey catches the kickoff at the 3-yard line while it was about to go out of bounds, and then he runs out of bounds. So the Giants have to end up starting at the 3-yard line. And then they got a Hail Mary. So that game was not as lopsided as people tried to make it seem. Like they just trounced us. We just made a ton of mistakes, and there was a focus issue, plain and simple. Only the NFC held up. Yeah, I don't think the Washington Commanders are out of it yet, but that definitely didn't help them to lose today, especially to the Browns. Let's see if I have any shot at winning this game. 51. Chris Godwin at least got to 120 yards. They are in the red zone. Hopefully, Chris Godwin can catch a touchdown for me. That would be beautiful. I feel like switching it over to that because that has more Panthers fumble. Yeah, I feel like switching it over to that because the Panthers have more. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just need Chris Godwin to catch a touchdown. Doesn't look like he's going to do it because they're up by 20. They're up by 3 points. Sam Darnold fumbled in the clutch. Yeah, the Dolphins are going to lose this game. Yeah, Kadarius Toney caught 138-yard catch. And yeah, let's give it up for the fans that showed up and gave Daniel Jones that standing ovation, man. Like that, let's give it up for them because the only thing the fans have done for Daniel Jones in the past is boo him. Like they literally went to a Yankees game and booed Daniel Jones before he played a snap as a quarterback of the Giants. I don't know. I don't get mad at people for doing it, but I'm just against booing in general. For like a player that you're rooting for, that you want to do well, I'm not going to boo him. Dolphins still got a shot. They turned it over. I think they're what on? Were they go for that on 4th down? Yeah, Philly lost. They got Gardner Minshew out there. So you're not going to be able to say anything against them. I don't know why the Patriots went for it on 4th down. The Dolphins have no shot at this point. They got no timeouts, 2:28 left. They're down by 9. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not angry at those people, but it's just like, I just wouldn't do it personally. There goes Mostert. Mostert getting some more points. Could have had those points for me, but I decided to start Saquon. Who will the Giants play? We're not sure yet. I got to look at the seeding to see who we play. Not sure who we're slated to play. Skylar Thompson is just dumping everything down. Um, I'm trying to find some kind of way to figure out. Because I think it is like the NFL schedule where like certain seeds play. Hard to describe what I'm thinking, but Skylar Thompson is going to have to take some shots down the field if they have any shot at winning. And my Sunday ticket quit, so I'm not going to turn this game back on. But I'm sure somebody in the chat has something. Right now, it's the Niners. Yeah, that's tough. We might want to start. We might want to just celebrate right now because the Niners is that's tough. That is tough. If we got to play the Niners, I mean, I'm just chalking that off as a loss, to be honest with you. Not that we don't have any shot in the playoffs, man. Anything goes. They got a backup quarterback, and it is what it is. But, man, anything but the Niners. If we can get one of these other teams like the Bucks or anything but the Niners or the anything but the Niners, um, if it's not the Niners, Cowboys, Eagles, I think we have a good shot at winning. If it's the Cowboys, I think it could go either way. With the way the Giants are playing right now, it could go either way. But if it's the Niners or the Eagles, I don't give us that much of a shot at winning those games because I don't think we have the coaching advantage in those games. Hopefully it's the Vikings. Hopefully it's the Vikings. I would love that. But I need Kirk Cousins to have a big game. So yeah, you would hate to lose to Purdy, but at the same time, Purdy's playing really well, and his team is really good. So it's not really any shame to lose to him. It's a shame in theory because of who he is and like how he hasn't really done much. But at the end of the day, he's been playing really well, and his team is really good. They're coaching really well, so it's not much. It's not much to be angry with. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't look at it as losing to Purdy. I would not look at it as losing to Purdy because it's just like, what do you expect? It's Kyle Shanahan. It's that defense. It's Debo Samuel. It's what's that guy? Why am I forgetting his name? Why am I forgetting the type? George Kittle. You got a ton of weapons over there. You got McCaffrey. It's not even Purdy. It's just Purdy is playing well considering all of those people that are around him. The Giants will be fine against any team. Talk your talk, Tyrone. The Giants will be fine against any team. Jones is a problem, or are you not paying attention? I know that defense is good, but they can't be beat. Listen, man, it's anything is possible. Anything is possible in the playoffs, especially. You put together a good game plan. All you got to do is beat them once, man. They're not going to make you have to prove it again and beat them again. So anything is possible in the playoffs. Should we be Super Bowl contenders? In theory, no. But at the same time, like I said, anything is possible in the playoffs. So I'm going to be rooting for us to win every game we're playing. And Joe, you're right. Purdy has been mad impressive this year. He's playing better than a lot of quarterbacks. He is. He's playing lights out. Playing lights out. The Giants are getting healthy at the right time. Wink is going to bring the pain, and that O-line is banged up. And one thing about that, Tyrone, that I wish was happening for the Giants is I wish that Wan'Dale Robinson was coming back. If Wan'Dale Robinson was coming back, I will feel so much better about this offense. Said Joe just showed his age. I don't know. I see people saying mad. I don't know. I don't live in New York, but I see people saying mad. But yeah, it's just like anything is possible. But I really wish we were getting Wan'Dale Robinson back, because if he was coming back to go along with what Richie James is doing, to go along with what Isaiah Hodgins is doing, to go along with Saquon Barkley, to go along with how DJ is playing right now, running the ball, Wan'Dale would have been a huge help. He would have been a huge help. You said you'd rather play a rookie quarterback because Wink is going to kill him mentally. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see. And like I said, I see some people still saying it. But let's look up Brock Purdy. And like I'm sure a lot of people are going to be looking at this this Vikings game saying like Kirk Cousins, he looked bad today, so we're gonna beat him today. But I'm gonna be rooting for Kirk Cousins today, because if he wins, not if he wins, but if he plays really well, puts up a lot of good numbers, I'm gonna win some money. Brock Purdy, let's look up his stats. Let's look up these stats right here on Brock Purdy. Has he even played? Let's see. He has started 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he started 4 games. He took over in another game. So in 4 games, he has 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and about 850, 860 yards. I'm trying to subtract his one game where he didn't start. But he has about 800 and something odd yards, 8 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in 4 games. So that's about 200 yards a game, 2 touchdowns, and a half an interception. You can't throw a half interception, but you all get what I'm saying. So he hasn't had a 250-yard game yet. So you got to think that the way to get to Purdy would be to make him throw the ball, which is simple, but still tough to figure out, because the Giants have not shown that they can stop the run. Exactly, yeah. Bridgewater was trying to get out there, but he's not getting back out there. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, you would think you just got to make Brock Purdy be the focal point of that offense, which is so difficult because he can throw screens to McCaffrey. He can throw screens to Debo. So it doesn't even have to come with him throwing it traditionally. You said you hope fans shut up about Tibbs. I hope they do too, man. I really hope they do too, because like there's no reason why Thibodeau should be getting any hate. Not bad stats. He has explosive plays, though. He throws to his playmakers, and I don't want to see C-Mac. I don't want to see him either. If some team can beat the 49ers, I really feel like we can beat any team but the 49ers and the Eagles. And I think once you win a couple of playoff games, man, anything goes. But if we can get a team to take one of those teams out, the 49ers or the Eagles, I really feel like we'd stand a chance against every one of those other teams. And the reason I say that we will struggle with the Eagles and the 49ers in the playoffs is because we are so bad at stopping the run. Like, we're so bad at stopping the run, and that's what those teams do the best. So I'm not ready to say, like, oh, yeah, we can we can beat anybody, yes. But I'm not ready to say, like, that it'll be something that's easy until we can stop the run, which we have not shown at all. Like, we just haven't shown that ability. We have Collins playing well. McKinney's backhand should be better. Yeah, the Lions will be a problem too. Hopefully, but like, I feel like we can compete with the Lions. I feel like we have a similar roster to the Lions as far as talent goes. It's just that they're hot right now and they're better on offense than we are. Yeah, the Collins pick six, man. They definitely made my day. It's crazy. Guy was hurt right in the beginning, and they're calling him exactly. Like, why are they so upset with people? Just don't give these guys any shot. Like Evan Neal, they're already saying his career is over. The dude was playing well right before he got hurt, and he came back and he struggled. So it's tough to tell what Evan Neal would do. Collins is playing well, and McKinney's back. His hand should be better in 2 weeks. We'll see, man. Again, like, it just depends how the game flows. If we can get up some scores, if we can come out explosive on offense and get up some scores and try to make teams go away from the run, I think we'll be good. But you said if we play the Lions, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that the Lions can be that type of team that takes out a team like the 49ers or can win their first game and then take out the Eagles or something. Because if they can do that, I think we stand a chance against any team in the playoffs but the 49ers. Oh, man, I don't know why I'm so tired. I think we stand a chance against any team in the playoffs but the 49ers and Eagles. And I think we stand a chance against every team. But I think those two teams are really tough teams to beat. Yeah, the thing with Andrew Thomas is by the second half of his rookie season, he was winning most of his matchups. Like, he was winning all of the time. The thing with Evan Neal is, like, the dude is losing pretty much every snap. As far as pass rushing snaps go. Now in the run game, that's different. Evan Neal's playing well. Let's see what's going on. All right, nothing crazy going on. Definitely think the Giants could beat the Cowboys. I think we can too. Like I said, it's not like I'll be like, oh wait, I'm surprised we beat the Eagles. It's not really about that. It's just like, I think our best path to where if we want to really win something is not having to play the Eagles and Philly and not having to play San Fran and San Fran. And it's not like San Fran has some huge home field advantage. It's just that, like, those two teams run the ball so well that it's just tough to say, like, we can beat them because we are awful. We are horrible against the run. All right, that Kirk Cousins game doesn't start till 4:25. Same thing with Austin Eckler. Chris Godwin didn't get my touchdown I needed. Man. Yeah, Chris Godwin didn't get the touchdown I needed. Goddard let me down. Ingram let me down. They all let me down. So I need 40-something points, and Josh Allen on the other team hasn't even played. Yeah. It's curtains for me. It's curtains for me. If I would have been able to start Daniel Jones, I might have had a shot at winning this game, but I lost out. Yeah, San Francisco fans definitely hate the Giants. Exactly, man. I benched him for Kirk Cousins, and I don't know why I did that, man. I have no idea. I don't know why I did it because I didn't want to. I just did it. Happy New Year, Max. Um, yeah, it just all comes down to that running game. If we can neutralize that running game, I mean, we'll have time to come up with a plan to do it. But if we can neutralize that running game, we can beat the 49ers. Or if we can win in the shootout. But the Giants, the way that they're playing against the run is bad. It's just bad. So we got to figure out a way to shore that up. And that goes pretty much with every team in the playoffs. If you can't stop the run, it's going to be tough. So maybe the Giants step up and they stop that run in the playoffs. You say you know why you benched him? Listen, man, like my gut was telling me to play Daniel Jones because he was playing against the Colts. And I just had so many people say, listen, man, don't overthink it. Go with Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins because they blow up all the time. Facts. That is fact. And that's where I was going too. Because Kirk Cousins, if he throws for 2 touchdowns, he's not going to have two right. Maybe he does have two rushing. Let me stop. I won't jinx it. But the running quarterbacks will do it, man. That stinks. I bet no one wants to play the Giants right now. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, if you can run the ball, you probably do want to play the Giants right now. The Colts can't really run it that well, and they weren't really able to get it. They weren't really able to get the run game going enough to affect the game because the Giants' offense was so dominant today. But if we can't dominate the way we did, we're going to have to stop the run. Definitely going to have to stop the run. I mean, if I look at the stats from the day, they're going to be skewed because they ran a lot when they were down by like 20 points. So Zach Moss had 74 yards, Wilkins had 23 yards, Ellinger had 12 yards, Deion Jackson had 10, Nick Foles had 8. So I guess that's about 120 something yards. So not horrible because they ran the ball most of the time while they were down. There were a bunch of days we couldn't get over 20. The last time we scored 38 had to be, who knows, man? Like, I don't know. I know we got to 31 or 32 one time, but 38? I don't know about that. Yeah, and it's not as much like you look at the roster, you got Thibodeau. You got DJ who's been playing well. You got Dexter Lawrence, you got Leonard Williams. That defensive line says you should be a playoff team. That says it. When you look at the secondary, and especially what they've been playing with for like the past month and some change, you got McLeod, you got Fabian Moreau, you got Pinnock, and you got Julian Love. Those are your 4 guys, and then you got Darnay Holmes. So, and then you're rotating those corners around. So that secondary says like you should be at the bottom of the league in defense. And then those linebackers say you should be at the bottom of the league in defense. So the only good thing is the defensive line, and then you're bringing back McKinney. And then you got the wide receiver core, Max, as you just said. You got the wide receiver core, and you got Isaiah Hodgins as your number 1 receiver pretty much. You got Slayton out there, who's your field stretcher. but there's no real number 2 receiver on this team. No, not a real number 2 receiver on this team. There's not a dominant receiving force on this team that you could say could be your second option. Maybe that'll end up being Isaiah Hodgins, but for now, there's not a guy that you just say that dude when he lines up, he's a guy. Now, what I do think is I think we have 3 number 3 level receivers. I think Slayton is a number 3, probably a 3A. Maybe he's a low tier number 2 receiver. Then you got Isaiah Hodgins, he's a number 3. Then you got Richard James, he's a number 3. After that, it is what it is right there. Saquon Barkley, of course, is an A+ player. Daniel Jones, depending on the day, could be a C player, could be an A player, could be a B player. Is what it is there. But then you look at the offensive line, and you got Andrew Thomas. You got Andrew Thomas. You got Andrew Thomas, and after that, it's just a constant shuffle. So it's a team to where if they make the playoffs, it's because their star players, the few star players they have, showed up all year. And I think for the most part, they did show up. So, and that's what you need from being a coach. That's what you need to get out of this team, is to make your star players have the ball in their hands when it matters most, have the momentum of the game in their hands when it matters most, and have your good players, not good players, but have your bench players, your depth guys, be guys who just don't mess up. And I think that's what we've done. And yeah, we're in the playoffs, definitely. I think Dable is a coach of the year candidate. Not many coaches can make it to the playoffs with little star power and injuries, but I know Dable will get overlooked for that losing streak. I wouldn't underrate it, man. I wouldn't underrate it because we're at 9 wins. You could say the Eagles could be up there, but Hurts being out definitely does something. Hurts being out definitely does something because last week they put up a bunch of points. This week they couldn't, so that could affect how they look at the Eagles. Other than that, I think it's just like the Eagles. Yeah, they almost go undefeated, but now they've lost, 3 games? Yeah, 3 games. So they don't have that same badge that they had before where they're like almost undefeated. And then you look at the Eagles' talent versus the Giants' talent, and it's just a completely different story. So I think the Giants, if they're for some reason able to win next week and you have a 10-win record on your resume as Giants coach, I think you win it. I still think he should win it even without all of that stuff, though. Because the Eagles literally have the best roster. From top to bottom, good to great players at every position. But we are running on 3 hours and 15 minutes. I think I'm going to start getting out of here. Maybe I'll just go ahead and record I should have already done this. I've been talking so long. Maybe I'll record my post-game reaction to us being in the playoffs. You guys can hang out in the chat a little bit longer, and I'll wrap up any questions that are in the chat when I finish this vid, and we'll get out of this and we'll get to celebrating the Giants being in the playoffs. Let's go. All right, what's going on YouTube? Diggy546. The Giants have completely and utterly shocked the world from the beginning of this season up to now. We started off hot, 6-1, or I think it was 6-1 where we started off, or 6-2. Either way, we started off really hot. People were thinking we were going to get to 11, maybe 12 wins, and then we start the losing. The injuries pile on as they always do. Wan'Dale Robinson goes for over 100 yards, tears his ACL. Adoree Jackson is returning the punt. For what reason? He didn't have one successful punt return his entire time returning these punts, but they kept him back there, and he gets hurt. McKinney on our bye week breaks his hand into a million different pieces. It was looking bleak, but this team gathered themselves. They rallied. They fought themselves back into it. And after a couple of just games where we could have played a lot better, the Giants showed up, showed out. And against, listen, this Colts team right here, yes, they won 4 games this year. Yes, they're one of the worst teams in the league. But this is what big-time players do. When big-time players, and I'm talking about these 2 guys, and I'm talking about a couple of other guys on the team. When I say these 2 guys, I mean these 2 guys right here. A couple of other guys on the team, they showed up. They showed up. Dexter Lawrence showed up. Landon Collins. Shout out to Landon Collins, 21. Shout out to Landon Collins, a guy that literally left this team the last time we made the playoffs. He left a little bit after that, but he left the team, and he was on this team the last time we made the playoffs, made a pick 6 that changed that season, and today he had a huge pick 6 that pretty much ended the game for them. Put us to 21 points. Once we got to 21, we knew this game was over. Killed their confidence. So shout out to Landon Collins for still having that star power, still making that big play, and being fast enough at his new weight to actually take this back for a touchdown. But again, big-time players are supposed to show up when you need them to show up against the worst team. How many times, Giants fans, have we gone against teams that we say, oh, well, this team is the worst team in the league. This team can't stop the run. We have Saquon Barkley. We should be able to run for 250 yards. And we don't do it. And I got people in my live stream right now saying the Colts suck. And yes, they do. But how many times do you see a quarterback go out there and put up 4 touchdowns? Just because the team is bad, they're going to score. By that logic, every team would score 4 touchdowns against the Colts. And that's not even counting what he could have had Landon Collins not had that pick 6. So I got to give props. You can't control who's on the schedule, and they dominated today. This is the first kind of blowout game the Giants have had legitimately where they've gotten into the high 30s and blown the team out. This is the first one in forever. This is the first time we've even gotten to 35-plus points in forever. So props all around to this team. Props to this offense. Props to Mike Kafka for calling a really good game. Props to Brian Dable for keeping this team in it all season. The Giants are in the playoffs for the first time since 2016, and it's just great. It's just great, man. It's like this is all we could ask for as Giants fans. We're undefeated in 2023. Let me go over some of these stats for y'all. First, I'll go over the team stats. The Giants put up 394 total yards. Indianapolis put up 252. Giants 177. Not a ton of passing yards, but 217 rushing yards. And again, a couple of times we had short fields. 38 points, of course. Lost that fumble, too, because of Darius Slayton. No sacks given up. 57% on third down. Let's see. Did we kick any field goals? I want to see if we kicked any field goal. We kicked 1 field goal, I know. Okay, so we went, I think, 4 for 5 in the red zone or something. Something crazy like that in the red zone. We went 4 for 5 in the red zone. Only kicked 1 field goal. Let's go down this list real quick. 19 for 24 for Daniel Jones. 2 touchdowns. No interceptions, no turnovers. 91 yards rushing. For the people that want to talk about what Daniel Jones didn't do, how he only threw for 177 yards rushing, 177 yards passing. Well, the guy had 91 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Big time. Saquon Barkley had 58 yards. Matt Breida had 59. Not the best game from Saquon Barkley, but he did what he needed to do. Definitely hurt my fantasy team. And guys, anybody who's in my stream knows that I literally benched Daniel Jones for Kirk Cousins because I listened to everybody. I thought that Kirk Cousins, along with Justin Jefferson and the Jair Alexander, I thought they were going to have a big game, and it's still possible. But Daniel Jones putting up 91 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground and 2 touchdowns through the air. That's going to be tough to beat. Richie James, shout out to Richie James because we were on Richie James. We were piling on Richie James. After he fumbled those 2 times in the Seahawks game and pretty much lost us that game, Giants fans wanted to cut Richie James. I was saying cut Richie James, but he showed up today. 7 targets, 76 yards, and a touchdown on 7 targets, on seven receptions on 7 targets, 100% reception percentage. He has, I think, the 3rd or 4th best reception percentage in the league. So, I mean, listen, Richie James, you're balling. You're balling. Not like he's a number one, not like he's one of the best receivers in the league, but he's balling, considering that he's not that guy, but he's showing up. 42 yards for Isaiah Hodgins and another touchdown. The dude has 5 touchdowns in 4 games. He's been here for less than 2 months. And Isaiah Hodgins, he has a crazy amount of chemistry with Daniel Jones. Crazy amount of chemistry. Bellinger, really good clutch catches, only 42 yards, but really clutch catches he had all day long. And, of course, Landon Collins with the interception. McKinney would have dropped the interception because he had the club on his hand like this. Thibodeau with a sack, and he decided to do snow angels. Lawrence with a sack. Everybody showed up that needed to show up. The big-time players, they came out and partied today. Leonard Williams, 2 assisted tackles, nothing else. I had to look at the tape to see how Leonard Williams really played. But other than that, the big-time players showed up today. The big-time players showed up today. And that's what you need when you're playing against the Colts. When you're playing against the Colts, when you're playing against the worst teams in the league, you need a big-time game from your best players on your team. And that's what happened. So shout out again to Daniel Jones. I cannot give this dude enough credit because it's been up and down with him. It's been up and down. And we talk about, how he plays against this team, how he plays against that team, how he plays year in and year out. Is he going to throw for 30 touchdowns? Is he going to throw for 3 touchdowns a game? Well, guess what? Daniel Jones has carved out a niche for himself where he can go out there and he can run for between 50 to 90 yards. He can go out there and get you some real yards running the football and be a factor that way. And then still go out there and throw for his yards throwing the ball without a number 2 receiver. Literally without a guy who you can even call a number 2 receiver. So get this guy. I'm ready. I'm ready to run it back. I saw the reports coming out saying that Daniel Jones is looking at, a multi-year deal with the Giants. I'm ready for it. Go out there, get this guy a number 1 receiver. Get this guy a little bit more help on the line. Get Wan'Dale healthy. Bring back Isaiah Hodgins. Sign a bet. Get that wide receiver core together. So you give this guy a fighting chance throwing the ball on a consistent basis and watch everything fall into place. Because, again, he's done all he can do at this point with the guys he has out there. It is what it is. Dominant game from him. Dominant game from him all around. So I wanted to give some props to him. Let me think of some more unsung heroes that I want to give some props to. Let's give some props to Wink. I mean, giving up 10 points. Yes, it's the Colts, but still giving up 10 points, man, and getting a defensive touchdown with all the injuries you got, man. Adoree Jackson out. They still got some solid players. Really good stuff. Wink. I already talked about Kafka. It just is what it is, man. I just am so happy that the Giants are finally going back to the playoffs. We're going to play either the Vikings or the 49ers. I think it's one of those teams that will play one of those 2 teams. And we just got to go out there and get it done. Okay? We just got to go out there and get it done. And if we can do that, it's listen, we win a playoff game. That's it's not a Super Bowl in my book, but it's a huge, huge accomplishment for Brian Daboll in his first year. And I think this is a huge first step because I think we're finally doing it the right way. I think that this is not a temporary success kind of thing. I think we're going to add more talent. We're going to continue to be a team that can win 9 to 11 to 12 games. This first year, we're at 9 wins. We could win next week too, but this first year we're at 9 wins through 16 games. So I'm gonna just be happy with it. So 10 minutes in, happy we're in the playoffs. Go Giants. We got another game next week. Hopefully it's kicking our feet up. I don't want to rest any players. We're not resting any players over here. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. Hopefully we don't. Let's get ready to play that playoff game in 2 weeks and prove the world wrong. Let's keep doing it. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Let's see. Big statement game heading into the postseason. Definitely Rant Man Ray. Vikes Packers getting chippy. Vikes went 3-out. Man, we got to get back to it, man. Oh, if benching DJ really causes me to lose this thing, man, I just will never forgive myself. I'll get over it, man. It's money. It's not life changing money, but I just to know that I could have had a free couple $100 is enough for me to just be like, man, I should have started DJ. And of course, Josh Allen plays tomorrow. I just hope for my own mental health that Josh Allen goes out there and throws for like 6 touchdowns because that would mean that I was losing either way. But we got 11 people in the chat. Not too active right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Upload this video I just recorded. Shout out to you all for sticking with me throughout this season. For anybody that was here last year and maybe the tail end of the year before, shout out to all of you for sticking with me through this time of the Giants being bad. Giants fans have literally shown up, and I want to give a props to all y'all. Giants fans have shown up and supported Giants content creators literally all year round. All year round, while the Giants have been a laughing stock, while the Giants have been something that I don't even want to talk about. Not even that I don't want to talk about, but it was something I don't even want to think about in my free time because they've been so miserable to watch for so long. So it's just great to just see that the Giants fans are still supporting Giants content creators all year round, and you guys got to see us go from being a team that is just a laughing stock to a team that really is going out there and getting W's, going out there and getting wins in all kinds of different ways. So we're in the playoffs. Of course, I will be live. We're in the playoffs, man. I might reach out to some of the other Giants YouTube creators and see if we can do something special for the playoffs. See if we can do something different to celebrate it. But thanks, Max. I'm hoping that I can go out there and win this fantasy game because that would just make this weekend completely perfect. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Have a good rest of y'all day. Enjoy the rest of the games. Enjoy the game tomorrow. And nobody's even thinking about next week, but let's go Giants.